I'm live, Jimmy. You're showing. Okay. I know. I'm just telling you. Just letting you know. Okay. I have to get their questions up on my phone. Hello, Chrissy. How are you? Can you can hear me? I just want to make sure my mic is hooked back up. Hi, Mama Four Girls. How are you? Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay. I was Jimmy was playing around with my mic. Hi, Wild Irish, Rosemary, Wilson family, Margot, Teresa, Brittany, Sandy, GB, Jan, Catherine, Judy, Kathy, Snoop, Texas, Sarah, Olivia. I'm trying to get your questions up. JMM, Sam, Mrs. Brown, Greg. What is going on here now? Now it's playing something else. That's good. Get out of here. What's that playing? Well, I've got to turn my volume down. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. Deanna, Spider. Who else is that? Mom the Bomb. See me at the beach. Hello, Wendy, Tammy, Stormy.
Turn the volume down.
It's fine. No, they said the volume is fine. My volume is fine, right? It's not too loud. He's worried I'm too loud. Hi, Sappy Savvy. That's my tea. I'm not in the bathroom. that coffee maker team, it was crazy. I'm trying to get your questions here. So I don't know. I'm playing other people's videos by accident. I don't know what is going on here. Okay. And my kids are screaming. My kids are off for 5 days. So that's why they're not in bed yet, because they can stay up late. And they're playing Fortnite with their friends on headsets. And I don't know why my kids are off for 5 days, but they are. Okay. Let me just go to your questions, which I should have done prior to this. Yeah, I gotta love spring. But in New York, in New Jersey, we always had a February break, like a week off in February and a week off in April. But here in New York, we used to get 2 weeks in April, and then it never came out to 2 weeks because we had so many snow days. And so and Jimmy's like, do you know why they have 5 days? I said, I don't know, unless they're trying maybe to go and give us a little bit of winter break or whatever the heck it is. I have no idea. Okay. I'll get them pretty soon. Let's see. I'm where I should be. I'm just trying to get your questions up here. Trying to find my post with them. I'm finding everybody else's post. Let me go. If you can't read my lips, if Cowgirl is here, because of my phone, I'll get it away from my face in a minute. I just have to get the questions up here so I can answer your questions. Okay. Okay, I think I have it now. Yes, thankfully. Okay, hang on here. Okay, so everybody's coming in. Kay, Victoria, hello. Mrs. Little Monster, Susan, Liza, is that Liza? I might have to clean my glasses here. Ida, hello. Wildlife, hello. Okay, I'm going to Peggy, hi. Sunsport, hello. Aftershock, hello. Ethereal Goddess, hello. I'm going to get your questions now. So if I missed anybody, you fall under that. I see you too. Hello. And I'll say hello to you later too. But I'm just going to get the questions before I get yelled at in the comments that I took too much time saying hello. Okay, so Allison Rogers says, hello, Mommy. I would like to hear about your thoughts on the Watts case, as an issue has really been bothering me concerning the girls' blankets. In the new interview, he first doesn't remember that the blankets, what blankets go with the girls in the truck. Right. He's very vague. Absolutely. He agrees with Tammy that Cece may have a toy dog. Yes, he does. And then when he admits to Cece's murder, he's very specific and he uses her Yankee blanket. Yes, but first he says blue blanket, Yankee blanket, her favorite. So all of a sudden he remembers. Yes, and there's something else. Do you know the crime scenes? I think you're telling me about this. Did anybody see that today? That the Cece's Yankee blanket is showing on that little, I don't know if it's couch or two little kids' chairs in the bedroom. Did you guys see that today? That's been going around so many groups and stuff. That Cece's little blue blanket. It wasn't there when they did the first walkthrough. Hi, Jen. Hi, Christina. Hi, Dylan. Oh, well, that's going around. You guys have to get in the loop here, okay? Because this has been big news in this case today. But everybody's really concerned. Well, I should finish reading her question, but I bet you it's going in that direction. You did not see that? No, you guys didn't see that? Okay, hang on. I think Allison is going in that direction. So let me finish reading it. Hello, Frugal. Okay. So her favorite. So all of a sudden he remembers Bella's favorite blanket had a pink satin trim, that she has it in lots of pictures, and that was left on her bed in the crime scene photos. So are we supposed to believe that Bella went in the truck without her favorite blanket? This is my theory. Oh, she's not going in the direction I thought. Okay. He killed Shanann in her sleep. The story of him straddling her and not fighting back is a lie. Yes, I agree. Bella did walk in on the murder, not the wrapping in the sheet. She became distressed, and he has mixed lies with the truth. I believe Bella said, "Don't hurt me like you did Mommy," not Cece. He murdered her violently in that moment. The alleged shadow footage only shows one child being picked up by CW, and this could be Cece. He has openly admitted that he bonded with Cece more than Bella, and he did take her to the oil site, not sure what to do with her, hence the Yankee blanket going with her. Once he got there, he did kill her too. Sorry this is long, but I'm stuck on this scenario. Many thanks. I'm stuck on it too. Okay, so Allison, let me answer a question, then I'll tell you what's going on with the Yankee blanket, okay? So yes, he was very vague. This is my problem, and this, I've been talking to some of you in the comments because this is what's nagging at me. I don't think he's telling the truth. And if anything, only one of the girls was alive. If anything, but I'm not even saying that yet, but I'm saying if anything, only one of the girls was alive, okay? There's absolutely no way Cece was alive. But the reason that it's telling me that neither was alive is because of what he first said in his first, right before that, when he said about the light switch. The light switch, if he had only gone to the Broncos game, it might have thrown a switch in his head or her head, and this whole thing could have taken a different path. By the whole thing, I'm sure he means that it was completely premeditated. He had to get rid of them. She wasn't going to wait. She had him all of July to herself. It was 2 days that they were back before Shanann went away again, and she was coming unglued. That he wasn't there. And he had to make a decision, and he had no time left, okay? She was telling him, I'm walking. If you don't take care of this, if you don't fix this, you don't do this, I'm gone, okay? And I really do think that after the kids FaceTimed, those children were killed that night. They were dead before Shanann got in the house. And that's why he says when he's talking about what he had to do, that he had to do that to her. That's what he had to do it. There was no way out of it. And he kept saying, because it was the last straw, what I did on Saturday. I think what he did on Sunday was kill the girls, or, somebody helped him kill the girls, because I really believe she had a big part of this, but I know I'm going to take some heat for that, but I'm sorry, but there's definitely something going on here. Now, I even believe that they could have taken those girls in someone's car out to the oil site the night before, Sunday night, and put them in the tanks. And so that morning, all he had to do was bury Shanann. Jimmy went upstairs. He got me my tea. He went upstairs. He'll probably be down in a few minutes. Renee, I mean. So they could have run those girls out there because he was kind of iffy when Coder was telling him, well, how, you carried Cece up? When did you open the hatch? You opened the hatch. Well, she was in. He doesn't give key things like I put her down while I opened the hatch. I had the wrench. When did he have the wrench? She doesn't even talk about getting the wrench. I'm so lost with this that I'm saying something is so wrong here. And then do you notice how he never, in all versions of the story, never says that he drives the truck from where Shanann is over to the oil tanks? I showed you guys in a video how far it is from where Shanann is buried to the oil tanks. He's not going to be running across all that way. Hi, Sharon. And with his kids, putting them up in oil tanks. Also, I think he would have rather put the girls in oil tanks in the cover of darkness, right, than be caught in the middle of the day doing that. I'm thinking when he says it was the last straw what I did on Saturday, that he did something awful with those girls on Sunday. And that's why he couldn't pull out when her plane was delayed. The plan was set. And the way he could have pulled out was by going to the Broncos game because nothing had been done up to that point. So this is where I'm going with this. And so that goes to your question somewhat. He didn't know what blankets they had, which is crap, because if he murdered his girls at the site with that blanket, he'd know % what blanket he had there. Alyssa. Was it Alyssa? Let me just make sure it's Alyssa. I get so mixed up here. Allison. I can't even get my kids. I call my kids the wrong name all the time, so don't feel bad. Allison. And then I just don't think he did. And yeah, why wouldn't Bella have the blanket she liked? But I'm torn on these two scenarios now, that the kids were dead on Sunday and they might have been driven out to the oil field, and that's why he had more time to get done. All he had to do that next day was dig a grave. Okay, so now, what did I answer your question? You asked me about the blankets, right? I'm so lost here. And Bella, yes, I believe Bella would have it. And then the Yankee blanket, he would remember. Yeah, I'm stuck on this scenario, so I hope that helped. Now, if there is any child alive, it would be one, but I don't believe it either, because I believe he latched on to that Shadows video. If you haven't caught it, his family told him about Nutgate, and I'm sure his family, yes, they video chatted Dylan, but they video chatted at 7:00 North Carolina time. That's 5:00 Colorado time. That's what I said. After the Rusak chatting, after that is when it happened, because it wouldn't have been dark until probably almost close to 9:00 in August. So I think they put the kids to bed and they let it happen then. And then they drove them under the cover of darkness out to the oil site, either in her vehicle or the Lexus, and did that. So no, they didn't find food, but those kids probably ate like birds, okay? And didn't they eat at the party? So they probably ate very, very little. They probably ate very, very little at 5:00. Your drunken neighbors are going crazy, Safi? Your drunken neighbors out? You're in New York. Isn't it cold? Are they going crazy inside their house? Or are they outside? Isn't it cold? I think he was telling the truth. You think so? Okay, Rebecca. We can remember he said he what? He saw them blue. Yeah, I realized that, but that was all a lie too. Carolyn, you never believed this. No, I don't believe the Shadows video. I see the shadow I've told you all the time, I see a back and forth movement, but I don't see that it is a child. I don't see it. I didn't say that I shame anybody that sees it. If somebody does, it's great, but I don't see it. I think it could be from something else. I'm wondering if it could be from pulling whatever he was pulling back. Could somebody have been helping him and he was pulling it back, like something heavy? Who is the he's talking about, little lady guy? Okay, so let me go to let me just tell you about the video. When he talks to Coder, he says, Coder keeps saying, do you think there's a reason why Coder keeps saying, okay, well, let's put it this way. A lot of you are saying, oh, the DA believes it. Well, let me tell you something. Can you please go back on what the DA believed before? The DA believed before the girls don't have any fibers, so they were not suffocated by any pillows or blankets. Go back and read stuff from November. There were no fibers found. They said that they don't know what they were smothered with, but it was not blankets or pillows. They had absolutely no fibers. He used his hands, right? But he's saying now that he's using blankets. I really didn't see his daughter's video and then pick her up. How could I not see that? I don't see it. I told you, I see a back and forth movement, okay? But that could be a lot of things that he's picking up. That could be a lot of things. There's no way both of those girls were alive. Like I said, I could entertain it. Maybe there's a possibility it's one girl if it is, but I don't think so. The amount of time he had, and what really gets me is that he said he was adamant. I couldn't go back. Point of no return. Point of no return happened Sunday. And I really think you saw the alleged shadow, but the light cast a double shadow, and it could be his own shadow double casting. Yes, I see a shadow, guys. I see a shadow. But I don't see that it's 100% or even close to that to say it's a child. So let me go back to the DA. So the DA said all this other stuff. Now the DA is saying this. I'm saying, can you look at Coder, please? Listen to Coder. He asks him numerous times, Mr. Cynthia, you've got to watch out. You might get timeout for the wrench. What? Just like I will now. You're not going to get a timeout, Mr. McCynthia. Don't worry about it. You can talk. If you don't agree with me, it's fine, They're not going to time you out for not agreeing with me. So it's fine. I'm thinking out loud, and I could be wrong. I'm not saying but I'm saying this is what's stuck in my head. Good night, Liza. You trust Coder, Levy. Coder keeps saying numerous times, is there any reason you would want me to think those girls were alive when they left the house? Is there any reason you would be telling me this? Do you want me to believe this? He says it multiple times. And that's what you got. Okay. And he says, again, in the very beginning, when he says something like, I put Bella was alive? Oh, okay. And you're absolutely certain about that. He keeps asking. So I think Coder doesn't believe it for a minute that those girls were alive. Now, remember that Chris knows all about Nutgate. Do you think Chris knows all about Nutgate and he doesn't know about the shadows? Did you also hear when he said, my parents are trying to show me a video? They're trying to show me a video, but they won't let them bring their cell phones in. So they tried to play it for me on the phone, but I can't see it on the phone. Maybe it was the shadows video they're trying to tell him about. Hi, Ninja. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Little Lady Di. Hi, showing YouTube videos. Right. So when he says to him, don't you see it on the video? Isn't there a video? I put the wording, you heard it in my, if you saw my little snippet tonight that I put there, he asked Coder about the video. And that's exactly the video he's talking. He's not talking about Nate's video. He is talking about the Shadows video. He knows all about it. Even the Plunder channel was telling you he knows all about what's going on in social media. Cindy and Jamie and Kelly that calls him, tell him everything that's going on in social media. And he knows all about the Shadows video. He knows about the Shadows video. That's why I said, don't you have the video? Right. So, okay. So he could be playing into that because it's serving his agenda of getting those girls out of the house alive so no one else could have did this but himself. Okay? You think, yeah, I don't know about that one, but that's where I am on this. I'm stuck with this. I really am. You agree with me, Ida? Good. So I'm stuck on that. Now let's see what you guys are saying. We should check those letters to see if NK has been saying anything. Mummy Drummy says, of course, they're going to keep him informed. There's a plan, right? Could NK be crouching in the truck? NK could be anywhere. I really think they have to. I don't see how they can't not investigate her a little more just to make the public more at ease with everything they're doing. There's so much they left out. And I know people are saying, like, why am I on a witch hunt for her? No, I just truly believe that she lied so much between her interviews and she hid so much that I need to see what the reason was for that. Okay? And I take heat for it in the comments sometimes because people say, oh, I think you're just so biased towards NK and you don't like her. And no, it's the point that she lied from one interview to the next. And she, to me, destroyed evidence. Why would she get rid of it? Why would she tell him? You heard them. They said she told you to delete your text messages. Why would she tell him that? So, I'm sorry for those that say that I'm biased towards her, but it's because of the lies. If she would have come in there like a truthful person and didn't know anything, and it's also because she lied too about knowing he was married. The whole thing she lied about, everything. What was and her whereabouts? Well, people are saying there was pings with her cell phone in Frederick. But then remember, we had that long call that evening, 111 minutes. Could that have been the alibi she needed for when they were running around doing this oil tank stuff? I don't know. You agree there's so many lies running. Okay, so let me answer somebody else's question. Let me get somebody else's question. Okay, so Rockin' Robin says, is there any way to get a hold of the information that was withheld from the discovery in the Watts case? I have no idea, but you can look up the CBI. There's somebody that handles the press media. She has an email address. You could try emailing her and asking. That's the only thing I can tell you. What about the doll photo? Yeah, Lola, right. Okay, so let me see here. About Sandro Paveo says, what about the trash bags? If you put one on the head, why was so much of Shanann's hair found in the trunk? In the truck. That's the other thing. Where is it that Shanann's hair was found in the truck? Sandy mentions it, the Dr. Phil. Does anybody see it in the discovery about her hair? Because she said something like, well, that's why her hair was it was found on the truck, in the truck. No? Did anybody hear Sandy mention it in the Dr. Phil show? Sandy mentioned it. Tammy mentioned it too? Okay, well, Sandy mentioned it also. All right. So if he had a garbage bag over her head, it wouldn't be so easy for her hair to be on the floor of the truck, right? He didn't have those garbage bags on her. Hi, Christy. Hi, Jen. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Carolina. What worries my soul? Let me see. Carolina has something worrying her soul. Hold on. Is that I've heard many times from oil mixed with gas. You could take a breath. I feel so bad typing this. I pray that those girls. No, there was no fibers found, and there was nothing in there. They didn't have oil in their lungs, so they didn't breathe the oil in. He paused. Yes, he definitely paused. Kathy, the garbage bags, mommy, please look at the discovery page 552 and 53. Bella had scrapes at the top of her shoulders. It goes completely against CW saying he put her. Well, she could still have met. Oh, you mean at the here? But it could have been maybe like when she was going down on the side, maybe they had to like jam her. You know what I mean? Maybe she was getting jammed in there. Because those openings are really, really small. And I know she's a very thin child, but it's still very, she's, you don't understand how they never found head trauma banging her down the stairs. And also, did anybody hear when he said, did anybody hear this one? I think he said it, I don't know if it's in my little clip or not, but when he was talking about killing Bella in the truck, and he said, I don't know what happened because I didn't look. And then he says she had 2 spots above her eyes. Did anybody see that? 2 spots above her eyes? What does that mean? 2 spots above her eyes. Anybody know what that means? Makes it sound like she got hit with something almost, doesn't it? 2 spots, does he mean bruises? What does he mean? You can touch the chat to slow it down. I'm wondering if it's bruises. I wonder if somebody was holding her head down so hard it bruised, or what? Or burst blood vessels, right? Why would he, Toto? Why would he say that? 2 spots, and nobody says anything to him. What do you mean 2 spots above her eyes? Sound more like maybe he dragged Bella from under the bed. Yeah, I think he bruised them from someone. You know, I mean, did somebody hold her down so forcefully? Because what do I think Nicole was so angry about? I don't know. I think that maybe she said people were attacking her son for some reason. And it might have been the CW fan club saying that she shouldn't have been walking in a crime scene and that she ruined everything. I crack you up. Thanks, NS cheer. Like a thumb and an index forefinger. Yeah, because it's really easy to do that. Hi, Jessica. How would you know? Well, I think, Jessica, I think he saw it because he said when it was done, they said, what did you do? And then he said something like, I think he was talking about picking her up. And then he said she had 2 spots, but he just like kind of went over that. No baby girls would be perfectly, 3 foot, what is that about? 2 innocent children, 4 years old, wouldn't put, no. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what he meant. And they never elaborate on anything. It drives me insane. Okay, so Peche, broken blood vessels due to suffocation, 2 spots. Okay, Christina. Is that what it is? Okay. 2 spots. Now, I wonder, is it mentioned on the autopsy, anything about that, the spots on her, or they couldn't see it at that point? I don't know. Ida says, Carolyn, what about the step stool in the backyard? Probably used to get over the fence. Could be if they took the girls out in the back the night before. I'm just wondering about that 111-minute phone conversation that she didn't know what they talked about. Remember? She had no idea what they talked about. You can get those spots from forceful vomiting. Okay. He apologized to them because they had to see pictures. Yeah, I know. They were all at the scene. Their skin came off. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How did he see the spots but not the blood from her mouth? I don't know, Kara. And then I think a lot. She could have even had lip trauma going through that little shaft that he stuffed her through. But yeah, I saw that Nate standing on the back porch, clear view of the backyard. I don't think he took the kids out of the back. Not enough cover, unless they're in a storage tote or something. You know what I mean? Or bags or something. Did he say he saw blood from Bella? No, he didn't mention any blood from Bella. Okay, so did I tell you about the blanket? Because I'm losing track here. So there's been pictures circulating around the internet, and they show you a blanket, and it's a Yankee blanket. And it's on the little chairs that are in Shanann's bedroom. Okay, so now people were freaking out on the internet. I can't believe you guys haven't heard about that. They were freaking out. And they were saying, oh my gosh, he said he had Cece's blanket. He said he threw it out, and there it is. It's over there. No, this is not Bella's, Christina. This is Cece's, a Yankee blanket. So now everybody's freaking because they see it there. They don't see it there the day they do the first walkthrough. You see, then the night he was cleaning. Remember the night he was cleaning like crazy? They left him there on the 13th. Okay. Well, on the 14th, when they did their search, you can see with their body cams, and then some people have a still photo of it, the Yankee blanket on that thing. So now people are saying, oh my gosh, did they have two Yankee blankets? Did they each have one, and maybe one was attached to it and one's not? And that's very possible, because my kids, they always had to have exactly the same thing, my little ones. Exactly the same thing, or they would freak out, okay? And then maybe one would get attached to the blanket and the other one wouldn't. So then they found a picture of Shanann. And Shanann was saying it's a very sad day in the Watts household. It was like April 2018, so a few months before the murders, because the tag to Cece's favorite Yankee blanket has fallen off. And apparently Cece was attached to the tag on the blanket more than the blanket, the little silky tag. So now this blanket that we see, you can clearly see there's a tag on it. So, hi, Delilah. So now that's the big thing on the internet. People are going crazy with this. I can't believe you guys have not seen this. It's been going on since this morning. Hopefully Coder and Tammy will be more prepared with their approach in the next interview. They told CW they'd be back. Yes, but I think, Hank, people have to bombard them with questions, and people have to bombard them with, getting some stuff over a tag. No, Vincina, it's not just over a tag. They're trying to find out if that's Cece's blanket. Carolyn, what do I think about the Black Mesa being at the dump site for the girls' blanket? The construction dumpster. See, but I think he put his clothes in the construction dumpster, but I don't think he put the blankets in there. I am so sure that he was under surveillance, okay? I read it to you in another video. They lost sight of him. And then when they caught up with him, they said his truck was parked. His truck was parked on the side of the road. His Lexus was next to it. He had the hatchback open in the Lexus. And when they caught up to him, he was shuffling things from the truck into the Lexus. Hello, December baby. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Lola. Hi, Mary Kim. Hi, Mildly. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Brandy. I think he moved those blankets into that Lexus. He went to the police department. He was questioned. They followed him. They tailed him until he got back to what's his name's house? Nick and Amanda's house. And then they stopped tailing him. So when he took off for the airport, he had nobody following him. And on the way to the airport, at the airport, he could have gotten rid of anything that he shuffled into that. And I really think that that's when it happened. Hi, Declu girl. Okay, so that's what taser. Who said the taser? What happened with the taser? I missed that. Did I all notice when asked about Chris, what did he say to those? NK was in the basement. He didn't actually say she wasn't. Right, he didn't. You would think he would have come out and say, oh, she is. He said more the first time, right? Don't involve her in this. He said more the first time. This time he just said, they said, what should we say to people that say that we should really investigate Nikki more, that she could have been hiding in the basement and she could have been, and he doesn't say, no, absolutely not. She had nothing to do with this. He doesn't say that. He says, well, he goes into the, isn't that when he goes, well, I had to talk her down from a ledge sometime. Okay. And then he says the stupid thing, at least she's on the outside. Like he's covering for her, and maybe he's getting a little fed up with it, and maybe he doesn't want to seem like but he's going to give them just a little bit to check her. I remember your theory. It was admitting he dumped his work clothes. Thanks for answering. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm just saying that. So let me see. When did police start following him? Denise, they started following him on the 14th. Oh, what are you so sorry about? Somebody, I'm sorry. What happened? Somebody said, I'm so sorry. Molly, hello. If you go out the basement windows, you'll be at ground level. Quick hop over the fence and NK is gone. Right. And she's an outdoorsy girl, so she's probably hopped over quite a few fences. And I'm probably going to get heat on that in the comments. Okay. Safi, he always acts weird. Okay. So let's go to another question. Lynette Brown says, do you think him saying the girls were alive when they left the house is him trying to make it seem like it wasn't premeditated? Why does he remember the Yankee blanket when he smothers Cece, but he doesn't seem to remember it when he smothers Bella? Do you think the police ever got NK's friend Jim's full name? We have Jim's full name. It's Jim Gutowski to verify, but they never call. I don't think they ever called him. Love your vlogs, by the way. X. Okay. Lynette, let me see. The blanket we kind of went over. Yes, I think he's saying that to make sure that people don't think that anyone else was involved. Mommy, the key is in the first interview. He says out of nowhere, she wasn't supposed to be here. Yeah, I'm going to go up, Marie, or is it Mar? I'm going to go over that first interview too, because there are many things he says in there. I also found it strange when he kept asking about the hole in the lip. Right. Yes, absolutely. Like, yes. Son of the All-Father said, you made it, Tico. Good for you. I did not get why they don't call Jim. I don't get it either, Safi. Okay, so the blanket over the doll to brain train the kids to see the mom covered. Maybe snow remover, who knows? Yeah. The end. Maybe they were playing a game, right? Just so that, yeah, playing a game. Or just playing a game. Mommy's playing the game. Okay. It's huge. What's huge, Goblin? I don't know what's going on. Okay. Also, when he says, oh, that's the other thing about digging the hole. Did you hear when Coder asked him when he dug the hole? I think they could have dug the hole that Sunday night too. Because he says, I took her out and I put her on the ground. And they said, well, where did you put her on the ground? Close to where well, when did you dig the hole? And he doesn't know when he dug the hole. Do you remember that? He doesn't know when he dug the hole, but then he goes, oh, they didn't see me do it. They didn't see me do it. The girls didn't watch me dig the hole. I really think, the more I think about it, I'm thinking it's a real possibility those girls were put in the tanks late that night and during that 111-minute phone conversation, okay? And they dug the hole that night too. And then all he had to do in the morning is slide her in the hole and cover it up. Yeah, I'm really starting to believe that. He's so full of lies. I know, Ida. I'm really starting. This case just keeps sucking you in more and more. And every time he says something, it gets me off on a different trajectory. Yes, and he says the dirt pile. Yeah. Hi there, Decor. He said we, right, yep. Annie says, question, why are the cops letting Shanann's family believe this new confession? It's so much more. Yeah, I know, Annie. It's much more horrific, and I don't know why, but I guess it clears Shanann, so they knew she didn't do it. But the people that did that are never going to stop because they've already gone on and still blame her again. The ones that are going to blame her, so it was never going to stop. Okay. Closure, yeah, but you'd say, like, why would I want that type of closure? You know what I mean? So No, he wasn't on. That was a lie. That's from Radar Online. And anybody that put that down there is clickbaiting because it's not true. He's not on suicide watch. Okay. So let's see. Now, Chatty Cathy said, did I answer every question here? With Jim, yeah, they should get Jim. I don't know why they're not doing Jim. Keep writing to them. Keep writing to them and say, because they're definitely got the questions. They brought the questions. They said that's the public has. So keep writing to them. Chatty Cathy said, did law enforcement ever confirm NK was at work on time on the 13th of August? I don't know. Did we ever get a time that she was at work on the 13th of August? Anybody know that? We never saw a time card for her, did we? Does anyone know that? Did you see where he was alone at Survey 629 by himself directly after? Go to the Weld County Facebook page. Go to the CBI page. There's all kinds of emails on the CBI page. Look up Colorado Bureau of Investigation. You'll get their website, and there's emails. Go to the FBI. Okay? Tammy's with the CBI. Coder's with the FBI. And the Baumhauer guy is with the Frederick Police Department. And go to Weld County, to the DA. I've had people that are telling me they're emailing everyone. These kids were not running around while he's packing the truck. Right. And then he brought his lunchbox, right? He brought that out before he brought the kids out. The kids that are running around inside, probably crying and screaming. Because he wants somebody to hear his kids crying and screaming. So they'd be like, what is Chris taking his kids to work for? He works in an oil field. What if somebody saw him doing that with his kids crying and screaming? Yeah, how could he pack a lunch, right, Alyssa? It's just beyond crazy. Always with the lunchbox, right? And see, when people said, well, what do his words matter if she said daddy no or no daddy? First of all, Chris is like Rain Man. He remembers everything. He remembers how he packed something. I got my lunchbox, I got my book bag, I got my water bottle. He does the same order. He doesn't forget things. Him to be messed up means he's lying. And every time he says a word like, honestly, I promise you, what's the other one he uses? At all. Whenever he uses such a term, he's lying. He's lying. Okay? And yes, and he is all over the place because I think he was taken aback by this. And then when they came back from lunch, he had time to sit in his cell and think, right? He had time to think in that cell. And he's coming up with stuff or no, he's lying. The case is, yes. I think that I'm fairly certain Coder believes the kids were not alive when he left that morning. And people are saying, oh, the DA believes it. The DA believes it. You don't know what the DA could just be like, well, I want to get finished with this case. It's over. We can't prosecute him again for anything. I want to be done with this. He's probably got a big desk load of stuff. So yeah, I believe it. Because the DA said other things were true. Go back in November and look what the DA said was true, okay? Please do that, and then you'll see you're putting all this faith in the DA, that the DA said this. Go look at what the DA said was true back in November. I'm being too cynical? I'm from New York. We are cynics. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I do not believe it. But it's okay if you want to believe it. You really like my shirt. It's distracting you, Gypsy Joe. Yeah, I wear this one. I wear this one so much. You must be sick of it. It shouldn't distract anybody. No. Old lady said, another small gray truck there. Yeah. Let's see, Mommy, what do you think, CW? Okay, let me get another question. If you have questions that are not getting answered, you can put them in the thread there. There's a thread on the community page if you didn't know. Let me see. I think they at least, D. Kluger will have to question her, okay? Okay, so. Okay, what happened here? Hold on, I went back to the wrong thing here. I lost my questions. Okay. All right, so Lynette, we did Yvette Rangeluccio. I've always wondered about NK telling CW to pawn Shanann's ring. What are your thoughts on this? And why didn't the CBI think that was important? I don't know why they didn't think it was important. I don't know that they didn't think it was important. But it wasn't good because it was the 13th and she didn't even know, supposedly, she didn't know where Shanann was and when Shanann was coming back. Do I think Jim really exists? He most certainly does, Jessica. He most certainly does. You can see his old LinkedIn. You can see things about him. You know, I don't know why. I even found things on Nicole when she was in college, a paper she wrote with some other people on a geology project. I don't know why people say that she doesn't exist or that's not her name or it's some big. She exists. She exists. Her sister exists. Her father exists. Her stepmother exists. Her mother exists. Her mother's LinkedIn page is up. Her mother works in a hospital. All of that is up. She exists. You can Google you could street view her mother's house. There's a gray truck in front of her mother's house. Did you people do this? She's a real person, and that's her real name. She's not some alien that they flew in here. She's a real person. She went to college. You could find things. Why? I don't know why he thinks she's so pretty. You know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I've seen her mom's house. Good. So lie. So yes, I've seen her mom's house too. Guys, just Google's your friend. And if Google doesn't work, try the Bing. Always try a couple of different search engines, put in a couple of different things, but don't just blindly believe something and then really always question it. If you get anything from me, it's question it. She's a clean eater. Yes, Anne. And so, yes, she really exists. Jim really exists. Charlotte really exists. They are real people. Okay. Why are you sorry, Sandra? Why is Sandra sorry? Why Tammy said a lot of walking? When did Tammy? A lot of walking in the morning because he was doing a lot of stuff that morning. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. So, why did she call Jim Mark? No, she didn't call Jim Mark. Mark is another guy. Mark is Mark Jameson, and that's Chris's best friend from childhood, the one that Cindy called with the Nutgate incident. Okay, all right. What does the father do? I went through a whole video on what her father does. He has a company, I believe it's the instrumentation company. I have to get an index. There's a whole video I did all about her father. Look him up. Look him up. He's there. Okay, so let's see here. He's a master electrician. He used to be a journeyman electrician. His whole background is there. They're not like freaky people that they don't exist. They exist. Believe me, they exist. Okay. Trying to see here. Where the heck was I? Okay. Snow Remover says, do you think it's odd that CW said, I don't know why I didn't save the kids, instead of, I don't know why I killed them? Save them from who? Just sounds off to me. Yeah, I think he means, according to like that whole light switch thing, save them from this whole convoluted plan, from this whole thing. Couldn't they have thrown the switch on it? Her father is not very wealthy. Her father is not very wealthy. That's another rumor. He's not. Okay, so, and her father's not an attorney. That was another rumor. There are so many rumors. Get the facts. Just do your diligence and get the facts. Okay, So she was trying to get mental health care from the Weld County. Do you guys remember this? If she had a wealthy father, okay, that was doing all this stuff for her, he'd get her mental health care. She wouldn't have to be looking for Weld County to pay for it, okay? Look what iPhone she had. Everybody thinks, oh, she's so wealthy. She didn't have the latest iPhone. She wasn't so wealthy. I don't know why people think this. She wasn't. And just look at her. You can tell by so many things she says. People think she grew up in I don't know what people think. She wasn't. And that her father bought her out of all this. He didn't. He went with her to one police interview and he got a little uppity at the guy. But he's not an attorney. He's not wealthy. She's not wealthy. And she's not an alien. That's right. Dwayne Kessinger. Yes, that's exactly right. Okay. You can even find their voting records. Do you guys know how to do that? Find people's voting records? They're all public. They're all there. They're real people. It's amazing. You can tell how she speaks, right? How impressed she was with their house. Remember that? I told you guys this in the beginning. I know why you have to do your due diligence. You have to. I just sent you a shout out, Elizabeth Gregory. Okay. Mommy the Stalker. Yeah, Dylan, I know. I have a, what's that mean? I can find somebody better than the FBI. My daughter always said that. My daughter has to tell me, but what new guy are you seeing? What's his name? Where does he work? Okay. 2 minutes. I have all of his information. I'm serious. Okay. Are there trolls here? Just don't feed those trolls. They like to come in and they like to come in and see what we're up to. They secretly want to be part of the family, but you know, they're too proud to admit it. So they come and troll. Let's see, but the trolls are so darn hungry. I know. Just hold your peanuts and popcorn, Joe. Hold it close to you and don't let them have any. Hello, Zoanne. Mommy, teach me your ways. You stink at Google and you have a daughter? It's not as hard as it's pretty easy. And then my son even showed me one time, my son and I were researching someone, and then he found a whole bunch of stuff on Bing, on, what do they call it? It's not Bing. What is that Microsoft one now? I hardly ever use that one, but I only use it if I really want to check out some stuff. And sometimes you get some other stuff coming back on that one. It's not, is it Bing? It's not Bing anymore, right? It's, what is it? Edge. Yes, Edge. I hardly ever use that, but check out different search engines. Sometimes you get different things. Put in, if it's a strange name, put in some different spellings, okay? Always look at when you do a Google search and it says related searches on the bottom. Check those out as well. Duck, that one, yeah, I've seen that one, Rosemary. You're so new at this. Yeah, you'll get the hang of it, Bebop. It's very easy to find out a lot of information on people. Okay, so let's see. All right, so let's see. So why did he say, yes, I said to save them from that plan. I really think that's snow remover. Okay, so Kathy says, do you think CW could have gotten Shanann off the floorboards and out of the truck, as he said, with two living girls sitting on the bench? The picture that I saw shows very little of the floorboard showing, like a very small, it's not even a full-size door. It's not even, it's a crew cab. It's not even a full-size door. Like a very small back seat. Can the bench seat go up? I have no idea if it can go up, but it's a very small door, and he'd literally have to like drag her out of there. And I'm really believing that they went to the site beforehand and they dug that hole. And I think they very well could have had those girls in that oil tank. He doesn't even mention the wrench, opening the stuff and all of that. Obviously, you guys can never have Googled yourselves. Oh, they've never Googled themselves? Why would they say? 500,000, that's how much NK would not have approved. What is that about, Sandy? The bench seat goes up? Okay. If so, but I want to find out where maybe the hair, could that have been in one of the redacted pages of the discovery? I don't know. Remember, there was that rumor that there was thousands of hairs found in there. I have no idea. You've Googled yourself. Thank you very much. Who is that from? It went too fast for me. Thank you very much, Angela. You're amazing. Keep up the good work. You bring us. I appreciate all you bring us. Yeah. People say I'm cynical. I am. There's no bones about it. I'm the biggest skeptic you're going to find. That comes from growing up in New York and northern New Jersey. We're not a lot of suckers in this area. Sad to say, because, anytime I was at one of those infomercial things, where they're selling the paring knives at Walmart or something, all the people speak, oh, look at that. Wait, there's more. And then you see certain, you could tell a lot then, because you see certain people that are falling for the whole thing, right? And you're just like, come on. Are you serious? They never go dull. They never go dull, these blades. And you can see right there and then, that's how you tell the men from the boys, or the women from the girls, okay, at those infomercial things. You see who is like hook, line, and sinker from the moment they go, and then you'll see the other people that are like, no, this is a scam. That's junk, okay? Yeah, so that's where I grew up. Your skepticism saved your life? Yeah, good, Toto. It does. There's so many people that get into so many stupid things, and you say to yourself, how could you do that? How could you believe that? I shake my head sometimes. And so, yes, I'm more the other way. You have to show me something. Okay, timeshares, right? Mm-hmm. Who would be NK and Kevin? Kevin. Oh, the cop, Kevin? Everyone that asks the same question and brings in rumors for 3 months has to put $10 in the bucket for wasting our time. Maybe. Okay. So, yeah, guys, just question everything. Be more like the New Yorkers. We're big skeptics. Okay. And maybe, a lot of times the way we are can seem rude or harsh or whatever, but that's the way we are. It's just the way we are. It's not, you're in the NK in the room. Okay. Annie says 2 cents, 2 videos, ending companies looked at the video and said it had been altered. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Okay, so now we have Amelia Carhart. Do you think further interviews will be conducted with Chris Watts? Do you believe he will ever tell the full story? And if so, could you believe him? Would you collaborate with other crime channels? I love how these channels. Okay, so do I believe? I think there's a chance that they might go there. I think if people keep bombarding them with questions, I think if people keep pointing out what's wrong, I want to send it. I want to send a very detailed email to Coder and to Tammy of all these things that don't freaking add up, okay? If everybody wants to do that, then what's the harm in doing that, right? What's the harm? So that maybe they will. They said maybe they will, okay? They didn't make him any promises. He could very well, I'm kind of worried that he's not even going to have a chance to be interviewed because I think somebody's going to kill him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think this Dr. Phil thing, he doesn't think they saw it, but I guarantee you they're all sitting around there in the general population going, what? Is that guy up there? It's the one that plays basketball with the guys in the infirmary. It's pretty crap. You see that? I'm crying because, and then can you imagine? Then they're going to be like, this is crazy. Look what he did to that family, right? Look what he did to that woman. She reminds me of my mom. And they're going to be on the hunt for this guy. Okay. So yeah, let's hope that he has that time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, especially when they play that recap at the end of the Dr. Phil. Look at the beautiful wife. Oh my gosh, what did he do to them? Look at the babies, right? Okay. All right. So I don't think he's not even thinking about that. He didn't know about Dr. Phil when they were there, right? He had no idea. He had no idea about Dr. Phil. I'd love to get the thoughts on Dr. Phil. Why'd they have to go on Dr. Phil? I'm surprised the Watts aren't blaming them, right? For going on Dr. Phil, that they're going to kill his son now. They did it to kill our Chris. They did it to kill him. I'm really surprised we haven't heard that one yet. Okay, so Lisa in the cold. Why do you think he would rather say the kids were still alive till the oil tanks as opposed to killing them in the house? Okay, that's to get suspicion away from anybody else. And, sounds more evil to me. It definitely sounds more evil, of course, yes. And for him knowing the girls were still alive, I don't buy most of what he said. Either do I. Love you, MRB. That's from Lisa in the cold. Let's see. Jules Marie said, I had a thought that maybe CD is on suicide watch because he was on such a high after the agents told him Shanann's family still loves him. Then on Dr. Phil, out of their own mouths, they basically said they would seek the death penalty. Right. They said that, that's excellent, Jules Marie. But maybe he saw it and maybe he got word of it and it killed his buzz. Yeah, well, there's no real reports of him being on suicide watch. But yes, that's another thing. You brought up a good point that the parents said they would rethink that death penalty, right? So those, again, all the prisoners sitting there in the general population. I got to do it for that woman, right? She reminds me of my mom and she's crying. I'm going to do her, I'm going to do her right. They're never going to get the death penalty now. We'll take care of it. Oh, you can hear it. Right? Hi from Buffalo, D. They're watching that, and they're watching Sandy crying and saying that they were duped by him, right? They were duped by him, and they would have had the death penalty if they could have had it, and they can't get it now. And I bet you he talked about having a hit in Colorado. And did you hear how he said, "I just hope they don't send me back to Colorado. I hope I can stay." Right? I wonder if he's even thought of that. I wonder if Mom and Papa Watts have thought about that. I really do. Right? They're going to say, I can't believe, because who's going to get the blame for that? It was the Rusaks, right? Then it's going to come out that if something happens that it was all those Rusaks, they did it on purpose, right? It'll be a whole nother thing that they did it on purpose by going on Dr. Phil and saying they would have changed the death penalty thing. Okay, so Pink Sinful says, hi, Mommy R. Do you think it's possible that CW came up with this news story about the girls being alive when he left his house that morning because of the very popular Shadows video? We already know he's being told everything. Yeah, we went through this. Yes, I do. I do 100% believe he saw that Shadows video. Hard to believe Mommy and Daddy Watts. What happened there? Mommy and Daddy Watts, what? Hard to believe Mommy and Daddy Watts didn't tell him that this case. Oh, they told him it was. He knew about the Nutgate. He knew about all that. Probably knows about us too. And then there's a crazy group led by this mommy, and it's officially the Ides of March. Yes, Sharon. This was my son's due date. Was March 15th. And I just found out my daughter's coming home tomorrow. She's like, I'm coming home tomorrow. I'm like, no. Donna had a question. She asked a few times about why NK was wearing a hooded sweatshirt during the interrogation. I don't know. She could have been one of those people that it's cold all the time, but I don't think so. I mean, we didn't see her in the other interrogation. Is that the only one we saw a video of? All of the other ones were audio, right? That's the only video we have of her, right? That one. But it could be defensible. It could be. She could have gotten scratched up. Today's your birthday? Happy birthday, Wildlife. Marks on her arm. She could have them. Yeah. Lots of people wear hoodies in all different kinds of weather. They do. Maybe she fought with Shanann. She could have. Did anybody see? You keep asking me about the fridge thermometer, and I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen a picture of a fridge thermometer. Frugal mommy, because she's a skater girl. Yeah, but the hoodie is fine for Colorado in August. Yeah, guys, same could be said for some parts of upstate New York. You got to run. Good night, H. Wolf. D59, hello. Let's see. I'll just say the prison in Wisconsin is safe for him and other prisoners like him rather than in Colorado where he was in danger. Right, there was a hit out on him. She can hide, she can change her name, she can change her appearance, but she can't change the vocal fry. No, but remember that song, what was in the late 70s, and you can't change that? You can change your telephone. We should do that. That should make a comeback about her, right? Do you know which one I'm talking about? You can change your address too, but you can't blame me for loving you because you can't change that. Do you know that one? Who knows that one? Dylan knows. I knew she would know it. Yeah. That could be her theme song, right? You can change your address too. Okay. We'd have to change the part from loving you to finding you. But you can't stop us from finding you. No, you can't change that. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see here. You can change the color. Yeah. See? You never know what happens in this chat. Foxy, I don't think it was Paul and Oates. Jimmy? Let me see if he's around. Jimmy! You know that song, You Can't Change That? He probably won't know this one because it's not in his genre. You know the song, You Can't Change That from the 70s? Do you know the song, You Can't Change That from the 70s?
Not really.
You can change your telephone number, you can change your address too, but you can't stop me from loving you. No, you can't change that. You know that?
No, you can't. No.
Yeah, that one. You don't know it? I don't know it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think it's Hall & Oates. They keep saying it's Hall & Oates. You think it's Hall & Oates? I don't think somebody's saying it's radio. Yeah, I don't think it's Hall & Oates. It's Ray Parker Jr., someone saying? All right, you guys are all Googling. Good with the Google. We've got like 4 different answers. Hall & Oates. People say, okay. Radio. Okay. Okay, it is radio. It doesn't, if you look at this, everybody's still putting different answers. Hall & Oates, they do have a similar song. Yeah, probably, I don't think it's definitely radio. Okay, someone's saying no, it's still Ray Parker. It's radio. You asked Alexa. Oh, I could ask Alexa. Let me see. Alexa, who sings You Can't Change That from the 70s?
You Can't Change That is by radio. Did that answer your question?
It did, Alexa. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. I forgot we had Alexa here. Radio. Okay. Cable cord. Hi, Molly. So, all right. So we got that question answered. Sometimes Siri tells me when I'm going to bed too late, I say goodnight to Siri and she goes, it's technically the morning. That's what she tells me. Okay. So let's see. I'm very nice to my electronics. Sandra Grace says, hi, Mommy. Thanks for asking. My question would be about this Chris Watts case. How would I know that? Why did the Rusak family respond to Dr. Phil's question, knowing what you know now, do you feel differently? Oh, what did they? They said, yes, they feel differently. As you recall, they did change how they felt, right? Specifically, Mrs. R responded with that he put her in the dirt like a piece of dirt. I made a reference to this in a comment, and I was criticized for not seeing the show because they said a good Christian would not want anyone dead. At this point, there are so many edited clips of this show, but I'm an astute learner, and I'm sure that I am understanding this correctly. and did see the aired broadcast. Can you comment, please? I mean, it is very nuanced because each family member answered individually, but the indication is that knowing what they know now, they would ask for the death penalty. Yes, that is my indication too, Sandra Grace. Yes, and she did. She was very incensed the way he put her face down into the dirt like that. Yes. Oh, Alexa won't answer questions like that. I've tried stuff like that. I've even asked her if she knows, like, sometimes who somebody is, and she just tells me she doesn't know. She's not good for everything, but I can't even believe she got that song. Usually it takes a couple of tries with her. But sometimes she'll surprise you. She probably knew we were on live and she didn't want to look stupid in front of everybody. Okay. Red Raven Spirit said, did Chris make the lunches for the girls the next day? Like, okay, hold on. She didn't tell him to make the lunches. She told him to put the blankets in the backpacks. And we don't know because we never saw anything about that, about the blankets in the backpacks. Red Raven Spirit. And then if it's not, it speaks more to premeditation. Yeah, but we don't know anything about that because we never saw them. What does it say? Bye, Matthews. Good luck with being single. Okay. Meatloaf. I would do anything for love. Yeah. Okay, so have the police found the clothes SW was last seen in? Sandra Grace is asking again. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay. Christy K says, I'm thinking that the visit from Grammy. Oh, she's making fun names. See, Christy's one of us here. Grammy. She just calls him Grammy. For that Graham and Tammy, it's Grammy. Was more info for the book that they will surely write. Yeah, I was feeling a little sexual tension between those two. I would be very concerned if I was Graham's wife listening to that. What do you mean that you can't stop something and you say, how did I let it get that far? What are you talking about? How did you let what get that far? You have something going on at work that you let get far? Oh, I would be going, and then he'd be like, no, good night, Amanda, love. And he'd be like, no, come on, I was just saying that for him. Oh, really? You were just saying it for him? Okay. Didn't sound like it. Sounded pretty genuine, okay? No, I just say I was trying to be relatable to him. Okay. You also said that it's natural to flirt with girls at work. Again, I didn't want to make him feel like, it's not natural. And it sounded like Tammy was a little bit of flirting with you too. Okay. How's her marriage doing? Is it okay? Or what's going on? You guys are staying in the same room, save money. What was going on? Right? Oh my gosh. I would have had a lot of questions for him. A lot of questions for him. I would have a lot of questions. Okay. I don't think I would be able to be married to someone like that and then sit there and listen to those because I would be taking a bunch of notes about what my husband said. Poor Jimmy. No, I truly would. I'd be like, that sounded a little friendly. You guys were staying in the same room. Didn't he say something about going back to the hot tub? Did you guys hear that? Coder said something about going back to the hot tub. Right? I don't know if you got you. Yeah, he said that. He said that when they were talking, it was at the end with all the little idle chit chat and how cold it was. And he said see, I'd have heard me because I'd be grilling her husband too. Yeah, I know. Going back to the hot tub. Did you guys go back to the hot tub? All three of you? Oh, Blumhauser went upstairs because his wife wanted to talk to him. So it was just you and Tammy? Okay. Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so they were acting. Okay, Christine. See, I remember I'm from New York, so I just don't, they were acting. Yeah, I are more on the side of they weren't acting. Okay, and then I'll walk it back. Spicy, yeah. I would be I wouldn't be able to listen to that. And then he'd start to be thinking like, oh, I can't say that because if my wife hears that, she's going to go ballistic. I don't know why Tammy had to do that. And that doesn't sound good, especially because there was no video. And did you hear when she goes, somebody even pointed it out. She goes, whoa, easy there, boy. Did you hear that one? Something like, whoa, easy there. What was going on there? Did you guys hear that one? What was that about? I don't remember. Oh. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. Graham and Tammy were at the site when the bodies were recovered. Please, guys. Yeah, they were. But what I'm saying has nothing to do with that. Grammy's spouses must be freaking. I don't know. That kind of, they were very friendly. Okay. All right. Has Living for Him says, has Anadarko put more security features at the oil tanks? No, not that I know. Like I said, they're on cattle ranches. They're on cattle ranches that are owned by farmers and they lease the land. And there's been no more safety features that I know put up. I'm sure they don't, that this is kind of out of the ordinary that someone would ever do this. Oh, my husband, he knows. He's just as bad. One time I was at Walmart early on, and I ran into somebody I knew, and I was like, "Where were you?" Yeah, so I was talking to some guy in the parking lot. Guy's wife left him, but not anybody that I wanted to be with. This guy was, we used to call him Cool Guy because he was like an ex-hippie from, I'm really out of there. One of those guys, like, far out, man. And he was married to an attorney, and she left him after all this time. And he was telling me a sob story, and it was bad. No, he's not really, Molly, though. He's not, though. It was just that one time. I don't know what it was, that one time. Maybe I said him right then. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Casbot says, I'm interested to know about those teeth freeze he had. Yeah, I just said something about those. Do you think it's a forensic countermeasure because they don't burn well, or was he intending to plant them somewhere? I don't know, Casbot, but wouldn't that be something? They said they don't have a body, right? But why wouldn't they have taken those teeth and matched them with her dental records? Isn't that almost as good as a body, finding those teeth at Frazie's? Anybody? Why is the chat so slow? Does anybody know about the teeth? I wasn't a hippie, no way. You can see it in me. No, I wasn't a hippie. I was too young to be a hippie. I had brothers that were hippies. I was on the tail end of that stuff. I need NK. They have a lot of teeth, Sandy. So wouldn't that constitute a body, unless they're saying like, oh, well, would she be missing that many teeth? And I'm sure they probably have trauma, like they were broken off. Right? Your mom was a hippie, Christina? Sorry, not following the other case. What seems cut and dry? Frazee seems cut and dry to you, Annie? Oh boy, it's not cut and dry by any means, Annie. Frazee is a crazy case. I thought maybe that's what happened. Yes, they can obtain a D. So why? So that's the Frazee Febreze guy. And he said, what did you say? I'm going to see what you said. The Febreze guy was evil, simple to understand. No, Annie, I don't think you've studied the case. Do you know that he has a girlfriend that was involved, that he was solicited to kill Kelsey 3 times? Are you aware of that? And that they don't have a body and they can't find the body? And now he's blaming her? Oh, you're making a joke, Annie? Good, because I was getting worried about you. I was going to send somebody over there, maybe for, I don't know, some support. Okay. So let's see. Okay, I can't eat anything after this point because I have to have my fasting blood work in the morning. Isn't that nice? Okay. I'm going to drink the tea anyway. I am. I'm going to finish this because I don't care. Tanya says, right, how can part of the video be true and the other part not be true? I never saw any other shadows other than his. Yeah, and I don't know why. Listen, there shouldn't be so much hostility, really. I get a lot of hostile feelings from some people that see the shadow, and that's fine. But why can't we just coexist? Okay, you see the shadow, great. I don't sit there and yell at you for not seeing the shadow. Hi, Molly. Okay, so it's okay, but I have people like, oh, I can't understand you, Carolyn. Why can't you see the dang shadow? What's wrong with you? You need new glasses. I know I do, but I can't see it. I can't see it. Okay, but we can still have an okay time. We could agree to disagree, right? But people get so angry, like I'm saying, are you believing that? Okay, Evelyn, you saw the shadow. Good. I'm not saying you can't say that, or that I'm not laughing at you saying, oh my gosh, Evelyn, you're believing that stupid shadow theory? That's so last year. We've moved on for that. That's, oh my gosh, Evelyn, that's not the trend now, right? I'm making fun of anybody. So yeah, frugal to leave the hostility at the door, and whatever's going to happen happens. But people have different ideas, and we've got to be able to say, okay, well, Evelyn sees the shadow. I don't see the shadow. Okay, you can't see the shadow, yeah, but we don't. But you can't believe I can't believe you, Carol. I'm telling you, you can't see the shadow. Like I'm doing it just out of spite. Like, you know what? I do see the shadow, but I'm going to lie. I'm going to lie and get everybody in an uproar. I don't see the shadow at all. And then people are, you saw it, Cactus? I see the shadow, Cactus. Now she sees the shadow, but I don't see that it is what a definitive thing that people think it would be. That's what a narc would do, right? So yes, I see the shadow. I'm provoking them. Oh, come on. But I don't know. And I didn't say it couldn't be. I didn't say it's out of the question. I think that if a child is alive, it's one child that's alive. Cece, see an arm coming? Cece was definitely in the house, killed in the house, I believe. This is my thinking. But I'm thinking more and more that they both were murdered the Sunday night because of what he says about Sunday night being this last straw, that there was no turning back. No turning back, high 69. And then I think they put them out in the oil wells, and I think they dug the hole. And then all he had to do that morning was push Shanann out of the truck, because you notice he doesn't mention pulling the car forward to put the girls up that, and then cover the hole up, and he was done. Okay? And did you also hear the DA said that he called NK that morning? He called her. I just heard that in some other thing with the DA speaking, that everybody believes everything he says now. Shanann's grave would be a lot deeper than. No, I don't think so. I think they had another plan. I don't think she was ever going to stay there. I think the gas can was going to be to start a fire there. So I don't think he cared how deep it was. Who would be arrested? The night before makes so much sense, Molly Lola says. That's what I'm getting, Molly. I don't know. There's something about what I keep thinking about what he said about the switch, that if only I had gone to the Broncos game, I could have short-circuited it all. Switch could have gone off in my head. A switch could have gone off in her head. He said, he slipped to it. He said the last straw was what I did Saturday. Of the angry people. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people have a lot of pent-up anger, Like, what's wrong with you? You're a moron. Why can't you see it? The gas can was loaded into the truck. Yes, hi. Yep. The trajectory would have been totally different, Ida. Yep. And oil eliminates the test of decomposition. Okay. Pink sinful. That's how I feel. Gypsy. But we could still be friends, even if I don't see the shadow. Because you don't know what could happen. Maybe I could see the shadow in a month from now. I see the shadow, but I just don't see that it is. He used the credit card. Yes, Sandra, that's what he said. But before he did that, do I know of Ocean's Razor? No. Ocean's Razor? No. What's Ocean's Razor? So he slipped when he said that. Where is the new video, please? Terry, what new video, please? We can still be friends. Good, Sue. I'm glad. Prayers to all that are involved. What's happening? What happened, Crystal? Did something happen? What's going on? What is she talking about? Crystal's saying prayers to all involved. What happened? What's going on? Some people are getting, no, somebody said prayers to all involved, like something major happened. Did something major happen? Ocean's Razor is a logical principle. Oh, medieval philosopher. Okay. Oh, it's not Ocean. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses. This is like that thing I did with the chicken instead of the children. I don't have my glasses on, so it looked, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. It looked like Ocean. I'm really sorry. School shooting. Where? Where's the school shooting? Wait. Where is there a school shooting at this hour? A mass shooting? Jules Marie, where? In New Zealand? Wow. Where's Juanita? Isn't she in New Zealand? Where? At a school? At a mosque? What's going on? I'm kind of lost here. Oh my gosh. How many people are involved? What? 27 people dead? What? Happened within the past 2 hours. Where's Juanita? Isn't she in here? I'm sorry. I hope that prayers to all involved. 2 mosques? You're still at work? What? 27 dead? Wow. Shooting was streamed. Oh my gosh. Are you serious, Molly? They streamed it live? And a Brazil school shooting? Okay. So far, I've heard like 3 places. So you said it was a mosque, then you're saying it's Christ Church, and then someone's saying there's a school in Brazil. It's on the New York Times site. Juanita's in Australia? I thought she was in New Zealand. Are you sure? You don't think it's over yet? That's why she thinks the chat is slow. I'm reading 30 minutes ago because I slowed my chat down. You guys should slow your chat down. You're ignoring the hateful people. That's good. And 2 months in New Zealand. Okay. Terror attack underway in New Zealand? Really? Now, New Zealand, can you have guns? Can you have guns in New Zealand? Wasn't somebody saying, what's the laws? What are the laws like? Who knows that? Does anybody know what? Because I know, wait, in the UK, they can't have any guns, right? People can't have them. They've arrested one of the 2 shooters. Oh, City of Christchurch. Okay. I thought New Zealand was very peaceful too. What are the laws on the gun? Strict gun control in Australia? That's what I thought. So, okay. Somebody, Safi saying not in Australia either. No guns here in the UK. Right. So what, they had automatic weapons, and what's Vengeance doing in here? I don't see any Vengeance here. What is Vengeance saying? I didn't see anything. What's he saying? What is he saying, Brandy? Can you tell me what he's saying? Shooter is Australian. We cannot have guns here in the UK. They said they don't care. Oh, is that what they said? No, good. Okay. Anyone can get a gun, maybe an old gun, before new regulations. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I wasn't having a gun. I'm just wondering because I'm not having a gun debate. I'm just wondering. Vengeance. I didn't even see any comments from Vengeance. Tiffy Jack, there seems so far away and happens too often. It's hard for me to feel connected. I hate that. Yeah, we're becoming desensitized because it's happening so much. And that's a bad thing. You're back, Christina? Strict gun laws, but they can be bought illegally. Okay, looks like you can be a licensed gun owner there. Handguns, but they were probably automatic weapons, right? Did Vengeance go? If Vengeance is being hateful, has he been taken out? Is this a new Vengeance coming in? This Vengeance of something or other? Is that a new Vengeance or is that an old Vengeance? It happened in New Zealand. The shooter kept reloading magazines, watched it. Shooter had messages written on the magazines. Vengeance is gone. Okay. All right. Do you want to go back to the questions? They are back. Is that a new Vengeance? New Zealand. At least 50 injured. Wow. 4 in custody. Oh, the widow with 50. Just you guys, Sandra? Oh, that's it. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, that's not good, Paula. Unfortunately, you watched the live stream, Lisa. Oh. Let's move on and pray for those in New Zealand. Okay, Molly. Okay, we need to get Vengeance out of here now. Is he saying stuff about me? Vengeance, go find another forum. Okay, Vengeance, bye-bye. Okay. Okay, what's it? I'm going to go over another question. Let's see. Why do so many believe that Chris Watts' latest account, he's a triple killer? No, I noticed also you guys have to listen to the undertone of him getting angry in a few spots there. And I can see a different kind. And then he plays into this. He never gets angry, but then he got angry and he's slamming a door. You forgot that, but he's not angry there. I think there's many more accounts of him being angry. I really do. No, Ninja, no one should get killed. They think car bombs, oh, that's horrible. Oh, Casbot, we read your question, Casbot, and you missed it. You're watching on the replay. All right, let's go to another question. What about slamming the door? He slammed the door before him and Shanann were even married because he was getting texts from a girl and she asked what was going on. And he goes, what? I can't get texts from a girl that I didn't even talk to. He's all snippings. And he said he slammed the door and she said, don't ever let that happen again. Get it on the playback. Okay. So let's see. There you go. Says, have you heard that Chris Watts is back on suicide? No, he's not on Suicide Watch. That's Radar Online. That's a rag. Think of Radar Online like beneath the National Enquirer when you're standing on the supermarket line. Basically, everything written between those pages is highly exaggerated or a complete lie. Don't trust anything from Radar online at all. And then if you go, well, I also saw it in the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail has a source of Radar online. Okay. So Zoanne says, I think it's odd. He said that when he got home, he checked his phone. Yes, that's very odd. That when she got home, right. If she was in bed with him. Absolutely. That's another thing. That made no sense that he checked his phone anyway. Crazy. And we women know we do not want sex when we're tired and not feeling good or mad. I think Allison's points are spot on. And he always said he carried her back to the bedroom. I think he killed her in the basement after she confronted him in NK. Maybe no help to silence the girls because he told his dad what she was doing. She wasn't supposed to be there. Something still doesn't click. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah, she definitely could have been in the basement. The dogs, they really only hit in the basement, right? And then I saw them, I was watching the cam because of all that blanket stuff today, and they were looking at the stairs, and then Nicole thought she saw a little drop of blood, but the cop said it was wax. He thought it was wax. He took a picture of it. It was just a little tiny spot on the molding on the side. I don't even know how she saw it on the side of the stairs, but he said, no, that's not blood, that's wax. And they were touching and touching and touching the carpeting. Lisa, Sandy begged Shanann to stay in North Carolina. Yeah. Okay, so CK will never kill himself, even when NK gets arrested. No, I don't think he will kill himself. And if he's such a believer, he's not going to do that, right? Too. Okay. Have you seen, let's see, where are we? Okay, so Smedley for president says NK's phone pinged early on August 13th. Why? Sleeping mask in the basement. Was it hers? Why no reaction from the dogs in truck? The dogs never went in the truck. The dogs were only outside of the truck. There an hour that would have had a strong scent. Why did Coder not ask about what ledge? Well, they did ask, but then he just said that she would get really upset over little things, and then he went into that whole July 4th thing. They never brought him back, and they never hammered him down. Really. He needed some hammering. You have Sandra, you think, all sorts? Okay. And that phone downstairs, yeah, the phone that they found on the weight bench, Cinnamon Hot, they said it was his work phone, I think. Right? CW totally denied knowing anything about the basement doors. Right. He kind of glossed over them. But he pointed them out early on that something was happening with those doors. He was trying to make it seem like an error. So why did he go out of his way to make it seem an error? Hammer them all down, right? Yeah. You've got to keep writing to them. Okay, so let's see, hold on. Dylan says, if the detectives in the last interview wanted CW to implicate NK or get the truth out of NK's involvement, why would the detective tell CW that he believes he loved her and that she loved him? And that, thank you, Stacy. Hold on. Let me see, the girls were dead before SW. He thinks it sounds better if he had to kill them because SW was dead. He said they were walking around sitting quietly with their mother's body. No, they would be hysterical. Right. When Frankie Jr. said Shanann couldn't even go out on the deck and leave them in one room where they were screaming. And the father said it the same thing at the airport. Shanann went in the bathroom and they flipped out. Okay. So then back to Dylan's question. CW has obviously, okay, so why did he say he loved her? I think that, yes, don't you think they should have made CW think the worst of NK? Dylan, yeah, he said, I think she felt, I don't know. Yeah, if you're saying that if he felt the worst about her, then he'd rat her out, right? But maybe if he thought the worst about her, he'd go into like a deep dive right there. I don't know. Hi, Black Rose. You know what I mean? He might just get pent up on like, really? She said she doesn't love me. She never loved me. Like, and he might just be off the deep end. So maybe if they gave him some euphoria that, oh, and I think she really loved you too, I don't know. Could be bad. It could be bad if he's, and I'm going to take heat from this. If he is conversing with her through a letter and Coder would say, she doesn't love you, then he'd be like, well, who the heck am I writing to? Because I think that's her. Yeah. I don't know. You know? You think the shock would wear off in about an hour, somebody says? Okay, let's see what we have here. I don't know. That's I don't know. It could go both ways. I have no idea. Irish Eye says, what do you think his plan was after the killings to get away with it? I think he was going to start a fire when everybody left the oil fields that day. I think he was going to start a fire sometime. I think so. And I think he was going to get rid of her car and everything else. It was going to gone. Her purse, all that stuff is going to get in her car, and her car was going to be gone. I think so. Yes, shout out to the mods here. They're great. Our mods are great. Okay. Oh, and somebody asked me if I would do a collaboration with crime people. If there was somebody that wasn't into drama, maybe, but I do not want to go into a drama. Not looking for that at all. At all. That, that's okay for me. All right. That was a question. Yeah, I'm just, no way am I getting on that merry-go-round. Okay. Judy Smith. Cindy, thank you, Cindy. Love your channel. Listen to you every night. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Thank you. Okay. So let's see. Agata says, what does the Anandarko system notify the operator about? If the hatches were open, they would receive. No. Now, this is another thing. They don't get who. Okay. I know that this is going around, that there were alarms and that NK got the alarm and she was turning it off, and never have I heard about an alarm for the hatch going off. So, yeah, these were on a cattle field. Yeah, and they spilled, yeah, he spoiled his plans. Yeah, he took that gas can out there for a reason. Blankets and toys were not found in the truck. They were dumped in a red dumpster. Well, we don't know that they were dumped in the red dumpster. They could have been dumped in the airport. They could have been dumped somewhere, but they were not found. You're right. They were not found. You don't know how many people believe that the Post-it note on a scratch pad with what they wanted to find is the search warrant. They were not found, right? We draw attention to the oil field. Why draw attention to it? Because I guess, did you see there's a video of what happens when those tanks go on fire? You can't even get near them. You can't even get near them. People were getting third-degree burns running along on the road. Okay? They were running along the road. It was horrible. I guess he figures when that happens, it was just going to be a coincidence. He said something about, that's another thing he said. Oh my gosh. He said something about being a coincidence that totally wasn't a coincidence. Okay. And I forget what it is now, because if you listen to, every time I listen to them, I hear more stuff. Yes. And he also said about the Metallica. I listened to the Metallica thing again. And he's like, oh, yeah, I really didn't know that song, but it's called Battery. And oh, that's what he said. That was the coincidence. Yes. Oh, you're telling me. Okay. Yes. That's like the other night. Somebody was telling me something, and I just thought they were asking me to name their yoga studio and their dog. And I'm like, no, I'm not good on names. That's like that chicken thing instead of children. Yes. He said it's not an oil tank battery. That's just a coincidence. It's like the battery, like family or something, right? He said, right? But he really didn't know too much about that song. And she wanted to hear it. And that's when Tammy was like, why would she ask about that? Right? Yes. And Chris was, yeah. And he was the one that looked it up. And I believe it's like 10:30 a.m. that he looked that up. So interesting. I think Ronnie knew more than he let on. Yeah. Yes. I believe Ronnie knew more than he let on to. Molly Lolis says, Graham, Tammy told a lot of activity at 4:30. Yep. Girls around that almost slept in ink, right? Firecracker says, what did Firecracker say? Firecracker says he had to race back because the friend Nicole had called. Yeah, right. He had to ditch his plans. Right. He got all screwed up with Nicole. And he says, yeah, I didn't know they had something because he did. Yes, it was a 10:30 search on the Metallica. See the beach. You see me at the beach. Yep. And Diane says, who really tried? What'd you say? Who really tried to charge at 2:30? It could have been, I think he said it was Monet, right? Isn't that a, now that's different than, I don't know why he said hair color. Isn't that a multi-level marketing direct sales business? Monet, right? Isn't it? So it's like an automatic order probably that went through. And usually that's an odd day for it to go through unless she set it up, because most of those direct sales things, usually the last day of the month is when they put the stuff through. But I don't know. Shampoo and conditioner products. Yeah. All right. You can't try a man twice. He's never getting out. Okay. What did you say about aren't the tanks considered batteries? Yes, Dylan, but that's what he said. Oh, no, it wasn't about that. It's just a coincidence. It means the battery of a family. Didn't he say what, battery of a family? And then he said that somebody sent him the letter, and there was that high school kid with the lyrics. Right? Tell him, Sharon. The last straw on Saturday. No, he says the last straw on Sunday. Saturday. That's what he says. I think they were cleaning Shanann's doubts. Oh, clearing Shanann's doubts. Okay. Wow, it's obvious she's involved then. Careful, Dylan, you're going to get heat. Okay. All right. Okay, so Sheila Coop says, can you find out if Chris Watts is on suicide watch? Okay, he's not on suicide watch. I'm going to answer that for everybody, and I'm just going to, he's not on. I wish sometimes that something that made sense would spread as fast as, but I guess rumors are more sensational. I don't know. We'll answer the suicide watch for like the next 3 weeks. Okay. Deanna Bates says, also, do you think CW is smart enough to escape prison? No. He would never do that because he's not a rule breaker. He doesn't want to go to the hole. Remember the guys that got taken to the hole? No, he's not going to do that. Yeah, he's not going to try to break out, Deanna. No worries about that. He's not a Ted Bundy. He's not a risk taker. He follows the rules, remember? not going to do that. So the hole is a scary place. He's seen guys taken to the hole for a contraband of a cell phone. You think he's going to try to escape? He's so scared they'll send him back to Colorado. He's not going to do that. No way. No way. Okay. And where's he going to go when he gets out? He can't live alone. Where's he going to go? Back to his mom and dad's? He's not going to do that. I think he's pretty comfortable in there. I think his biggest worry is being sent back to Colorado. Okay. You do not see this, but others do, as evidenced by fan mail and YouTube fans. Okay, don't believe that. He possibly could charm a prison guard or nurse. Yeah, but he needs direction. He's not going to be out there. This is not Escape from Dannemora where he's going to be down there cutting pipes. He can't do that. What's he going to do when he gets out of there? He can't do it. You think NK's going to be by with the truck, pick him up? No, she's not. She doesn't want him at all. She wants somebody that's going to be able to work and give her the things she wants. She doesn't want to be on the run with some guy that, are you kidding? No, she wants to get as far away from him as she can. Okay. Let's see. And then Deanna says, Bella's autopsy report says that she was received in an open body bag wrapped in a bed sheet. Was this sheet wrapped on her? Okay, I don't know. No, I don't know where you're seeing the bed sheet because they had absorbent pads for the girls that they put them on because they were in oil. Mommy, why are you a fascist and you like to block people? What are you talking about? I have no idea. I didn't see this about a sheet at all. I think there's a sheet. They have sheets that they brought there, but they're sheets that the coroner had and absorbent pads, but nothing that CW left or anything like that. Anything that they put the girls in was something that the coroner had. Bye, Brad. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the coroner, whatever sheet they had, that was all on the up and up. Okay. Do I know if Watts, CM says, do I know if the Watts have reacted to, no, I have no idea what the Watts are reacting to CW's interview. By proxy groups, yeah, I haven't seen much in the proxy groups about what they have said about it, no. Okay, Beth Cunningham says, hi, Mommy. I mentioned this in a comment I left in your last video about Bella and the blood that would have come from her mouth. Wouldn't you think there would be blood somewhere if she had claimed to be killed in the truck? Yeah, but if she bit her tongue, your tongue stops bleeding pretty quickly. And it's not like a profuse bleeding. So I would think, and then I don't know if her lip could have actually gotten really damaged being stuffed into the tank. I hate to say it, but it really could have. You know. Terry says CW was taking his anger out on anything. Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing he said. He was so angry. He was so filled with rage, right? He was taking it on anybody in front of him. Think about the video of him loading the truck. I look more angry loading my dishwasher in a rage when I'm rushing for something. He didn't look the least bit angry. He didn't look the least bit angry. Okay, really, I'm serious. Okay, you want to see me angry? You get a video of me loading the dishwasher when we're rushing out the door, and couldn't anybody do this? Why do we have to come home to this? Okay, yeah, I look a hell of a lot more angry than him loading his truck. Okay, he didn't look angry to me at all. He wasn't like he was throwing the gas can in there and he was smashing stuff around and slamming doors. Okay, yeah, he was so calm. Back and forth, got his lunchbox. Okay. Yeah, I don't think when he says a rage, and he was married to an Italian woman. Don't you think there was some day she was loading that dishwasher like that? I mean, has he really not seen a rage? He can't have to say that he was in a rage, and he knows he was on a video. And Cindy Watts, she looks like she's had a couple of episodes with the dishwasher throwing stuff around. She doesn't look like, I don't know where he's so blinded, really. So yeah, I don't believe his rage at all. And that he had, that's another thing. I had so much anger. I was so angry. What about? I don't know. But if I had one feeling he said he had no feeling for his kids. Do you hear that? If I even had one feeling that I could remember for my kids, I never would have done this. So much rage, so angry at Shanann. Why? I don't really know. Nothing that would have ever caused someone to do this. He was crazy. Okay. So much anger, so much rage. I think that's his parents. You had so much anger, you had so much rage, you were so abused, you were so much anger, so much rage, you were so. I just think they're drumming that in his head. Okay. Nicole Mason says, can the CBI ask Chris's lawyers for his first confession to see how well? Well, the first confession that he made with the lawyers? I don't know. Okay. I have no idea. Can CBI do a replay on the driveway? They have Nate's camera. I don't know. You better get those questions in fast because the house is going to be auctioned in July. And I was right. It is July. It's not April. So Cowgirl here. Cowgirl, you're not going, right? The lawyers can't share it. Okay, no. Cowgirl thought was going down, but I hope she's not going now. Hope she's the one that told me it's July, right? So she's not going to go down there at all, right? Okay. All right. So JMM Barkovich says, do you share my thoughts that CW is a stupid liar? His memory recall is abysmal. I'm growing more convinced that he and NK work together. Incidentally, she isn't the brightest bulb in the pack. Only completely self-absorbed nimrods, such as these two, could commit such an atrocious murder and believe that they were going to get away with it. Clearer, dumber is the following. NK has nothing to do with it narrative. Am I off my rocker here? Or do you? No, you're not off your rocker, JMM. I share those sentiments. We might get a little bit hurt for it. Comment. But yeah, Jules says, what about her unborn baby? Whose unborn baby? Shanann's? Can I answer my question? What, Charlene? Hold on. At the top of the community channel, that's where I am, Charlene. Hang on, Charlene. I have Allison on the top there. Is that where you are, Charlene? I have Allison on the top. Oh, Julie, we answered this. Does anyone have information on NK's family? Got a lot of information on those people. Stephanie's her sister. You can find her mother. I forget what her maiden name is. I have it somewhere. She works at, I think is it Denver's Health something? And you can find her mother's house on Google. They're around. They're all around. Father is Dwayne. We've done her father before in another video. They're real people. I'm trying to look for you, Charlene. Still not seeing you, Charlene. Okay, Zoanne says, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. I dreamt that FBI Tammy took my new boyfriend away from me last night, and I just saw a gray F-150 parked across the street, and half a second thought, oh my gosh, it's Chris Watts. I'm too engrossed. Oh no. Glad that was a dream. Okay, Kat Kat says, what's your opinion on the statement made by the DA at the police? I did cover that. I told you, go look at what the DA said he was sure about in November. And then let me know. Same questions here, Carol. What's the questions? Hold on. I can't find you there. Somebody posted a video and showed the ride out to the oil well. Yeah, well, the gate is locked. You can know. I don't think that's true. The gate, I could show you videos from before this happened of Survey 319. I have those. I told you guys there's a gate and there's a sign and it says you have to check in with Mr. Survey. Maybe there were looky-loos there and they had to close that and now guys have a key or something. It might be that, but they always had to check in. There was a sign. It said, you must check in with Mr. Survey. And there was a gate. I think a lot of people telling you stuff is new that's not new. Okay. I told you guys about that gate the other day. Mr. Yeshiva says, as he slashed his wrist with a broken razor he made. I don't know what's going on here. I can't find your question, Charlene. I'm going to sort it by the newest. I'm looking at the top and it's Allison Rogers at the top. So now I'm going to sort it with the oldest first and go to the bottom. And if you just put it there, it should be there on the bottom. I have nothing there, Charlene. Oh, yes, I see it now. An hour ago, Charlene. I didn't realize until recently that only tracking and trauma dogs were used as the cadaver. No, the cadaver dog was there, though. They had a cadaver dog. Did you read it in the report, Charlene? There was a cadaver dog. I'm sure of it. Nicole saying, Mommy, report says bed sheet. They could have been, wait, I don't know what you're talking about. When they put them in the body bags? If it was a bed sheet, it wasn't from Shanann's bed. If they were bed sheets, the coroner has them. Where's Charlene? Did she see me? Cadaver, right, little cadaver. I know there was cadaver because we had this discussion before about somebody saying they were only trauma dogs. And then I went and looked and there were cadaver dogs. Okay. All right. He's not a rule breaker. Okay, so let me look at the other questions here. Little Monster said he was too quick back and forth to his truck. No way he loaded a dead body that quickly by himself. I want to know how CW loaded Shanann's dead body that easily into the truck. Dead weight is heavy no matter how. I've wondered that too, Mrs. Little Monster. I've tried to watch that video. See, I guess I was looking at other things. I was trying to see him come out with Shanann's body and how was he going to get that body in the truck. Aftershock is saying no cadaver dogs. Okay. Aftershock, please go in the discovery. There are cadaver dogs. I can show it to you the next time we meet again when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things we want to talk about, and so will I. Okay, but there are cadaver dogs. I've already been through this. I think I was through this with Juanita. Maybe Juanita remembers. We've been through this. I go through these things like every 3 months. And then I have to pull out the discovery and show there are cadaver dogs. FoxyBot, you are correct. What is cadaver dogs for sure? Okay. I wish we could all be on the same page. Like somebody could just pull out like stuff like this that we can find in the discovery. At least be on the same page on that. Believe me, there are cadaver dogs. He took the sheets off the bed, but the sheets that he took off the bed were in the garbage. He told Tammy they were in the garbage because he didn't know what to do with them because he took the one sheet out to the field and they wouldn't be a complete set anymore. But that was a bunch of BS. There's another reason he took the sheets out. They were badly stained. And he left them in the kitchen garbage. And they only found the one sheet out there, right? And that sheet was taken into evidence. And there are photos where you can see that. You can see her shirt and her underwear and her bra and the sheet. Okay. Stained with what? It looks like dirt. You can see it. Did you guys see the video I put up, the first one of my thoughts? I showed you the sheet in the field where the guy held it up. Did you guys see that? The video that I showed you when I said, look how far it is from where the truck would be parked to the oil tanks, and it would be ridiculous to think anybody could go back and forth like that. I show you the sheet on the ground, and then I show you the sheet held up. You can see a tear in the sheet, but the sheet really isn't that dirty. It is not. There's like some dirt stains on it. Then when they bring it into evidence, it has a lot of dirt in it when it's like pouring out onto the table. Okay. Let's agree the dogs were of no help, so I just disregard them, Ms. Lynn says. Okay. Discovery says the sheet the girl was wrapped in is from the recovery process. Yes, they had absorbent pads too. The ones in the trash, Sandra, you can see more video where they take the ones in the trash out and they put them all over the dining room table. Did you see that? When did Watts scrub the carpets? We don't know for 100% sure he scrubbed the carpets. They said it smelled very much like cleaning supplies after the 13th that he spent in the house. They said when they came in with the dogs, it smelled heavily of cleaning supplies. Bradley, don't come back, Christina said. She's pissed at you, Bradley, whatever you did. He cleaned them on July 4th. You need a Xanax lollipop? Where are all these people so far behind coming from? I don't know, Deandra. I think, you know what it is, Deandra? Probably with this new confession, we pick up a bunch of first timers and then we got to go through the whole thing. I have seen that a lot. Some people have been saying that they just started following it. Like now that this came out in the news, the new confession, they start getting all into the case. So you have to realize we're going to get some first timers. Watch Big Spender. Hey, good looking. Okay. All right. I've got to go for my fasting blood work in the morning. I hate that. Okay. Nessa says he's going for crime of passion, or so he thinks. Shanann provokes him. You will not see the girls again. He kills her, and then he can't remember what he was thinking. And he wasn't thinking. He wouldn't have killed anybody. Oh, he would have killed anyone in front of him that morning, as if the girls were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Chris doesn't realize that a 45-minute drive to his workplace shows premeditation anyway. Yeah, but he's really not going for the crime of passion because he said, my attorney said that's a crime of passion. But I don't know how that could be considered a crime of passion. See, because Chris really is he really a moron, or does he just pretend to be one on police interviews? That's the question you have to ask. Passion to him, I guess, is only in a positive way. Like, wow, you're passionate. Oh, I love it. Passion is not something that would end up in someone's death. Okay. So he can't, how could that be passion? Because passion's only a good thing. Passion to him is like romantic and sweet and loving. And he's not getting a crime of passion being intense passion that's gone way overboard, right? So it's like everything's got to be explained to him. How could that be passion? That's what my attorney said. Yeah, it's one of those couches. It's like a U. I mean, it really sounds like something my 5-year-old would come home and talk to me. But Mommy, they have a couch over their house. It's like a U. It's not an L like ours. Okay, but I think by now he should know that's a sectional. I mean, has he ever shopped for furniture? What kind of couch you want to get, Chris? You want a couch or sectional? One of those couches? It sounds like that Home Alone when the guy had the little kid had the talk boy. Macaulay, I want one of those refrigerators that you have to open with a key. Remember, I want one of those couches that's shaped like a U. Shanann didn't allow it? I don't think that's not true. He should know what a sectional is. I'm sorry. He's a big boy, 33 years old. He should know what a sectional sofa is. Rosemary, thank you, Rosemary. Yeah, definitely something's wrong. But my husband thinks he puts an act on. He thinks that's an act. I'm not so sure that that's an act. I'd like to really meet with somebody that knew the guy, and I really want to ask them, is he really this stupid or is this an act? He has a high IQ, but yeah, first of all, IQ tests are very flawed. Second of all, you can have a high IQ and have absolutely, I'm not even going to go there. IQ is not the be all end all. You think it's an act too? I don't know what. I see a little more anger coming out with him, especially when Coder says, well, do you think that woke Bella up? And he goes like this. Obviously, he was like very flippant then, and I think he came out of his character. He's super manipulative. Oh, you brought me a Powerade? Oh, you guys are kidding, right? A Powerade. High IQ with zero common sense and zero emotional intelligence, too. He is pretending to be the poor doof. Yeah, I would just like to know, Joanne, talk to some people that knew him and really ask, because they were calling him Rain Man and everything. So I'm just thinking there are a lot of intelligent people. Yeah, oh, believe me, I know that. Absolutely. Powerade. Are you guys serious? You got me Powerade? Cindy brainwashed everyone close to me. Yeah. I don't know. So crazy. He's like the most naive guy in prison you've ever found. He's got acts like a 5-year-old in prison. They go to a bad place when you're bad. It's like a bad time out in the hole. White powdery stuff. I don't know what it was. Okay, Amanda Lindworm Vlog says, I thought Frankie said during an victim impact statement that he saw footage. No, that was Frank. And they never said 3. They said, you carried them out like trash. That's what they said. You carried them out like trash. Okay. And then you said, let's see, that part seems to be void now, given his recent statements. Okay. Also, I do believe he is an accomplice. He or an accomplice killed the girls in the home. But on the other hand, I do feel that it would have been easier for him to shove them into the tanks. I guess if they were killed on site, with their tissues. But all right, I feel terrible for typing the last question, but I do think about it. And that's another thing. They could have, what if they did this, guys? Here's another one. What if they took the girls out alive Sunday night Sunday night, carried them into the car sleeping, and then did the deed to Cece while she was asleep, but Bella woke up, and that's why there was more stuff, but that they did it out on the site, but they did it on Sunday night, put the girls in the tank, it was done. And you're right, the truck was parked really far from where they buried Shanann. Yeah. So that's another one that could be. I'm good. Natalie, how are you? Gypsy, hello. The prison CW is in now seems to have become a safe place for him. Yeah. If you saw what he said, maybe you wouldn't think we're hostile. Livy, somebody thinks I'm hostile. Somebody thinks that I'm hostile, or you're hostile. Who's hostile? Cell phone pings. You're very late. Analyze this. Yes. The mods are hostile. Why the mods are hostile? They're not hostile. You love my dog in the background? I don't know if he's still, I got him a while ago at Home Goods, but they had another dog. I think the last time I was there, some kind of thing. Oh my gosh, I love your channel. I don't miss any live. I thank you so much for everything. I love from France. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Who are these? These trolls are, yeah, they're not being nasty. These trolls are bad news tonight. Hi, April Lynn. She's not taking into consideration. Who's not taking into consideration? I'm not BB. I just said did you hear my other theory too? Has it been mentioned in the discovery anywhere that they Googled about Colorado being a 50-50 state and they Googled how much that did who? Shanann actually spoke to a lawyer when she was at some steakhouse that he was there. You could see that in the discovery. And NK was Google. I think she was giving him a lot of advice. Remember when she said all the magazine articles that she always recommends? Rigor mortis is the phase. Shanann already knew that, right? NK dipped the red wax while they were hanging out with SW would have cleaned it up. He dripped the red wax. What red wax, Killy? What red wax did he drip? The trolls have facts. They can handle the truth. Okay. The Sunday night theory is really making sense to you, Molly. It's kind of making sense to me too. And that's what scares me, Molly, because I think I have the case under control, and then something new totally comes out and makes me think I don't have it under control at all. Rusty Spoon says he confused the words passion and intimate strangulation. Mommy, were there any other after 1 p.m. phone calls between the night of? No, that the 111-minute phone call was the last one. It makes me sick that NK is free. Well, I don't know. You never know, Jamie. Okay, here's another theory I had. Listen to this one now. Think about NK's friends, right? I am sure if she is involved with something, now I said if, because everybody's going to attack me. If she's involved with something, if I'm speculating, this is a speculation. This is my speculation. This is not a fact right now. Okay? If she was involved with something, I think that she would have confided in her friends. I think her friends watching Dr. Phil. Believe it or not, I have seen some of these CW haters, okay, have been very moved by the Dr. Phil show. And some of them have felt very bad for what they did about bashing Shanann. Okay? seeing Sandra Rusak, seeing her crying has softened some of their hearts, like the Grinch, it grew 2 sizes. I've seen it. Not everyone. There's still those that are, okay, that nothing will happen. But what if one of her friends saw that? And like I said, this is again what I observed, is not the best friend, because when you tell someone whose father died that, what's the difference if I go to your father's wake or not? He's dead and he's not coming back. I just don't think she's the best friend. Okay. I don't think she's the most loyal and dear friend. So now maybe she's done something more than that to one of her friends. And then maybe one of her friends is going to come forward and say, I can't take it anymore. I saw that family on TV and it's not right. This is not illegal. What is not illegal? What are we talking about? Okay. What happens then? Does anybody know? Anybody think that maybe one of her friends could feel bad and come forward? That's another thing. That NK was there and she talked directly to her. It was awesome. Jules said earlier on her live that she knew. Wait, hold on a minute. You're telling me that Jules spoke directly to NK? Is that what somebody said? What's happening with Dee Klugro? You don't use foul language. Why? Who said that? Who? You don't think she has many friends. Okay, but she has Charlotte, and she has whoever this Brittany is, and she has Jim, and they blocked you, Klugro? Maybe, was it an accident, guys? Why did Klugro get blocked? I'm pretty sure they mean Jules, who has a YouTube channel. Someone is bombarding me on Facebook now. Mods blocked you? I'm sorry, Klugro. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know. Who? I don't know who did it. You got blocked too, Deandra? Yeah. Sometimes it goes so fast and you have to click 3 dots, and I've done it too and gotten the wrong, but it might have just been an accident. What is YT chat? You're in it right now, Liz. This is the YT chat. Okay, Jules. So tell me, I missed it, guys. Who did she speak to NK? Somebody said Jules spoke directly to her. Is Jules doing card readings or something now? What's going on? I'm lost, totally lost here, unless somebody mistyped. I'm waiting. So somebody told me that I shouldn't say I'm waiting for that. I'm so rude that I say, well, I'm waiting now for your question. She wrote a letter. Wait. You guys are who wrote a letter? Jules wrote a letter to NK. Jules said earlier on her live that she knew NK was there and she talked directly to her. Oh, okay. I think I get what you're saying. She talked directly to her like this. NK, if you're watching, I know you were there and we're going to get you. Is it like that? And that I was imitating, because I'm going to get heat for that. I know. I'm getting a lot of heat these days. Is that what she did? How do you talk directly to her? Like that? Somebody's saying yes, somebody's saying no. I don't know. I'm wondering how Jules talks directly to someone. I'm trying to figure out. I know you're watching me, NK. I'm talking directly to you. That's right, to you, not to any of the other 1,100 people that are in here. I'm not talking to one of them. I'm talking to you, NK, because Jules was talking to you and she's coming for you. She's coming for you. You like that? Is that how she was doing it? I only get heat. Yeah, I know, Cass. She's guessing. That's exactly how I said she was talking to her, like that. Okay. All right. Well, you tell Jules that I told NK directly that Jules is coming for her. Okay. Jules did that. Okay. All right. Well, I told her. You tell her that I have her back, and I told NK directly that she's coming for her. All right? All right. Okay. I was trying to figure out how she was talking directly to her. Likely, NK, she probably joins these live streams. Apparently, Chris is there's probably the Cindy, maybe, Jamie, Ronnie sitting around watching this one. I don't know. Jules is NK's friend. No, I don't think she's her friend. I think she wants to get her. I don't think it was a nice thing that she spoke directly to her. I think it was like a little, we know you were, I know you were there, you little liar. Okay. Jules got an email. Somebody said NK was on the chats. Oh, okay. She could be. I mean, she could have a troll on the chats. Speaking of that, I will tell you something. I did get a very strange comment, and whoever sent me the comment was not too brilliant because their profile was very easily tracked. And remember who I am? I know how to search people out. Well, the person came from hometown of Daddy Kessinger. And I think it was somebody sticking up for NK because of what I was told in the comment. So maybe she got something like that too. Why am I saying Nagish? Don't no. Now see, Nagish is upset that we said NK is here. Nagish, we have no idea if NK is here. She could be here. She could not be here. Somebody said she spoke directly to her, Jules. So I just wanted to ask, to be speaking directly to her like this. No need for all the uproar. If she's here, she's here. If she's not, she's not. Right? If she's not here, then she didn't hear what I said. We don't have to worry about it. If she is here and she heard what I said, she's going to be looking at Jules. Okay? You believe 100%, Valerie? All right. Well, then she heard me that Jules is after her. Sorry to ask again, Mommy, but could you please scroll back to my comment about CW seemingly using the crime of passion? Didn't I answer it, though? I thought I did answer it. No, she's not a tarot cards person. Jules isn't. No, I didn't know what it was. See, that's me, KRP in Cincinnati, that said that. When they said she talked to her, I didn't know what was going on. Can Mom says, I hope she's watching. She should know how disgusted. Okay, you're gonna get in trouble for that, Can Moms. Really, I keep wanting to clear it up. People keep saying I have a bias towards her just because that something must have happened and I just have a bias. I don't have a bias to Amber Fry. I don't have a bias to somebody that's been duped. What happened here is her lies. That's what happened. Her lies, deleting the evidence, what she did there. That's what it is. I didn't just say, oh, she's the mistress? Good, I hate her. I observed behaviors. I observed lies. And that's what it was. I don't feel the same way about Amber Fry at all. So I really take offense at people that come and say, well, your bias is showing just because she's the mistress. No. You're wrong. You're wrong. Because I can tell you, I'm not that way about somebody that was duped. If she would have been duped, came there, gave her phones up, said he didn't tell me anything about this, if all the evidence would support that, if she wanted to help them, it would be totally different. It would be in the Amber Fry category. It's not about that. And I resent that people say, because of the way I feel, that it's got to be that I'm just that way. And you know what? I just, and it's not. It's totally not. Okay? She was evasive. She wouldn't give her phone. She was telling him to delete text. She called all her friends to delete everything about her. She told the cop her and her dad did damage control, right? Damage control. Why would you do damage control if you're innocent? Why do you have to hide all that stuff if you're innocent? Okay, so But no, I get that all the time, that I'm just saying this stuff because I'm biased, and I'm not. It's not, or that I'm not looking at it objectively, or just because I have some, and it's based on what I did see. Okay, so I don't know. I do. I have sympathy for women that were told something and were duped by some guy. I do. We're talking about, and then somebody that's going to help and is going to act normal. Okay, it's not that, she was, no, I've got to hate her immediately. It has nothing to do with that. But I can't believe people still think that. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Jay Friday said, do I have any idea what time you're coming on? Do I prop my eyelids open with toothpicks or do, okay, well, what time did I come on? I don't know, 11, it's too late now, right? Okay. And now who told me to go back and read their comment? Nessa? He's going for a crime of passion, or so he thinks. Shanann provokes him. You will not see the girls again. But he messed that up. She said that before Arizona. No, she said that. No, she didn't say that. He kills her and then he can't remember what he was thinking. He would have killed every morning. I did read this, I thought. As if the girls were just in the wrong place, right? But I did read that, Nessa. And that the 45-minute drive is premeditation anyway. What didn't I answer about that, Nessa? What? Tell me what I didn't answer. Amber Fry always looked like she felt, yeah, she did. And she helped them. She put the wire on. I mean, she put the recorder in her house. Yeah, he said it, she was right there. She wanted what he had. She wanted a man that she knew could commit. She said that 100 times already. Because the guy she was with didn't commit to her. So if she found a guy that was already married, she knew he wasn't afraid of commitment. Mommy, you do not have to explain yourself. Okay, I just felt like it. Sometimes I feel like explaining myself. She came forward and even had a press conference. Right, she did not lie. I do come across very one-sided lately, Mommy. I'm sorry, T. Harrison. I don't know how. One-sided what? Just about NK? Is that the only one-sided that you feel? I don't know. I mean, can you argue with me, T. Harrison, or debate me that she didn't lie? Can you say she was telling the truth in the interviews? Do you have any feelings about that? Tell me. Tell me. How do you feel about her lies? I'd like to hear that. Do they not matter to you, T. Harrison? Let me know. Oh, see, this is where we get into trouble. No, I thought he said one-sided. Are you sure he said I come on late? I thought he said one-sided. Check it out. I don't think he said I come on very late. I thought he said I come on very one-sided. But it could be the chicken children thing where I didn't see the word. She was a lost woman, Levy says, but she's not a killer. Why was she? Oh, you say she may be a lost woman, but she's not a killer. Now, Levy, let me ask you something. What about her lies? Tell me what about her lies? Why was she deleting stuff? Thanks, Kathleen. Okay, Tia said, what? Oh, okay, never mind, T. Harrison. It was a mistake. It was the chicken children. I thought you said something. No, forget that. My eyes. Okay, you think she was saving face, Levy. Saving face. Okay. Saving face. And how was that going to look lying from one thing to the other? I don't get it. So it's okay to lie like that if you're saving face, even though it would have been considered perjury? You say she was involved with a married man. Okay, but if she was on the stand, who killed his kids? Right, Levy? But if she was on the stand, she would have perjured herself and gone to jail, right? Are we on the same page there? Her lies were very easily found out. Right, they're investigators. They're probably cheating themselves. Okay, so what was she saving face? You know what I mean? I need to talk to Levy. It doesn't bother you? None of this? Oh, you said NK is a liar. Okay, no problem, T. Harrison. She lied over and over and over again. I want to really talk to Levy here, but she's not coming back up. So Levy is saying if you're embarrassed about something, it's okay to lie about it, even in a case that you could have, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. She purposely hid evidence. Yeah. Is that okay? I just want to know if Levy thinks there. I don't think an affair constitutes murder. Right. Then why couldn't she be truthful then, Levy? Why did she have to hide anything? Tell me. Why? I know, T. Harrison, we're all good. You and I are, don't worry about it. You and I are good. Yeah, Charlene says she told him to delete. I'm trying to figure this out. I really would like to have a little debate about this. Not an argument, just a constructive debate. She lied. She destroyed evidence. You know, that destruction of evidence is a crime. Look at the other one. Fear out of fear. Okay, look. Do you know the Frazee case, Levy? Do you know that Crystal could go to jail for 3 years, and that's on a plea deal for destroying evidence? Okay? So it's against the law. It doesn't matter about the fear. Why didn't she hand over her phone? They knew she had an affair. Tell me. I want to hear this, Levy. I need to hear this. I'm tired of getting called out on something and then no affair doesn't constitute murder, but lying and hiding the facts. Okay. She knew everything was going to come out. She knew the emails were going to come out. So what face was she going to save? And where's Levy? Why would she tell? What about telling them not to question Jim? What did that have to do with saving face? Can you tell me that one, Levy? She's been taught. Well, here she goes. I think she got caught up in the disaster and tried to save herself. But Levy, save herself from what? Leah, okay. Save herself from what? What was she saving herself from? Look where she is now, in hiding. What was she saving herself from? People hate her. Okay, so she didn't save herself too well, right? She did all that, and you say people hate her. Well, then it didn't work so well, so why do it in the first place? Right, she made herself look worse, Sid Decor says. She knew it would be bad. Okay, she knew it would be bad, so go and get rid of evidence that it's a crime, right? I don't get it. How could she make it better? Tell the truth? Give your phone in? You were put in a timeout, April Lynn? I have no idea. I think April Lynn, it's probably a mistake because there's a lot of trolls in here and you've got to hit the 3 dots at the right time. And other people were timed out on mistake, on an accident too. I'm sure you've been good, April. Don't worry. I mistook something T. Harrison said too. So we're all good. She Googled if police can. Yeah, exactly, Julie. Why'd she do that? Why'd she delete? I don't get it. That's what I just want to say. People say, oh, you're just biased, but no, it's not. Please, mommy, never call me on the carpet. I took The cookie from the cookie jar. Okay, Joanne. No, I just want to really, because I get called out in the comments, and I just want to know why. People say, "Oh no, she's not a killer. She's not a murderer. You're just biased, and then I'm influencing so many people to go and do stuff to her, and I'm not." Jules, I don't know what Jules said, but no, kidding. They are the dog cookies in the dog jar. You broke the dog jar. I don't know. Okay. She said she would be okay, but that's not making any sense. What could do that to her? How would she be implicated? How would she be implicated? If they had all of her info, she would be implicated. Well, then maybe she deserves to be implicated. Don't you think so? You can't talk like this. Okay. Then please don't call me out in the comments then for being biased, because I'm willing to talk with you right now, and I'm asking you straight up question. It's impossible? Okay, then what are you taking up for her? If she would be implicated by the stuff she deleted, then maybe she needs to be implicated. She can't talk right now. I know. I try. It doesn't. I'll still get it. People leave her alone. I don't know. Somebody did tell me that I'm making people hate her, and shouldn't I be ashamed of myself? I'm not. I don't tell you guys to hate anybody. Mommy reads the facts, studies the facts. Yeah. If I was looking for, I don't know. We are all biased and have our own views. Yeah, but I really don't think it's bias. I think but I don't believe she wanted them dead. Okay, so you say you don't believe that, but what are you basing it on? Just what? Your own bias then, right? And I'm basing how I feel she needs to at least be questioned because of her actions. So I'm basing it on something I saw and heard, but you're basing it on a feeling. So who's biased and who's not? What happened to Jigsaw? Christina, I don't know. A lot of people are getting blocked that are good people. So I think there's maybe quick fingers happened. Hi, Tony. No, I don't know. Can I please? Mommy, read mine. BB on here? But yeah, I'm not just disliking her on her own accord. It has everything to do with what I saw and what I read. Okay, let's see here. Greenhouse, I see. Let me see. If NK was in the basement, how did they talk on the phone 111 minutes? I've said a long time ago. Thank you, Crystal Dawn. I said a long time ago that I think that 111-minute call is just an alibi. And she could easily, remember, she probably had her burner phone too to contact anybody, but she would have left her main phone on. She could have dialed it before she left her house, or had Jim or someone else call Chris and leave the phones connected for 111 minutes while they went and did what they needed to do. And I'm really believing they did a bunch of this on Sunday night. And then she said, no, because we were laying in bed. But then when the cop asked her what they talk about for 111 minutes, she doesn't say too much. Go listen. Christine, listen, I just said to you, these have the basement door going off. I said she needs more questioning. She needs more questioning. Jim needs questioning. Her alibi needs questioning. She needs to be looked into. If she's clear, she has nothing to worry about. That's what I'm saying. I didn't make any accusations that she killed. I said there's a chance she could have been an accomplice or whatever, and I think she needs to be cleared. Okay. Maybe they have. They have not, Livy. They have not. And they have not. We've seen what they've done because it's public knowledge. It's out there in the discovery. We see what they've done. Right. And yeah. Okay. Don't be haters, be fact finders. She admitted to the affair and the racy photos. Why hide the text? Yeah, right. The worst, was mommy from the beginning has been shown lying and to be involved with CW to really bite back. She made herself look like an accomplice all by herself. Yes, Julie. She made herself look like that. The things she said, everything she did. So why won't she come forward and get cleared? If you're saying she wants to get safe, thank you, Joan. And Kay, really, yes, it needs to be looked. If she wants to get cleared, you said, and she wants, to save face, then why not come forward and have them question her? Go get the lie detector. Say, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you do that if you were innocent? Go ahead, give me the lie detector because I wasn't there. Go ahead. Why wouldn't she come forward? Why is she in hiding? Why wouldn't she be out there having a press conference? I feel terrible about this. I didn't do this. I know how it looks. And then fess up. Yes, okay, I knew he was married. I shouldn't have done that. That was a bad, bad choice. But I promise you, I had nothing to do with this. I'll go take the lie detector test. I'm sorry. Okay? Is it any worse than what she's going through now? She can't even walk out of her freaking house, okay? So why can't she go there and go clear herself, Livy? Look at the wrath you get. Livy, no, not if she's coming out saying, look, I'm done. I can't be in hiding like this. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry. I made a bad choice morally. I've learned. I made a mistake, and now I want to clear myself. Give me the polygraph. I didn't do anything. Why not, Livy? Because without doing that, Livy, it's not going to go away because people think she's avoiding it. Okay? If she was innocent, she'd want to show she was innocent. She wouldn't be going into hiding. I just fell asleep, woke up. If you find evidence to support her involvement. But there are some things that people are concerned about, like the garage door, the 111-minute phone call that she can't say anything about, some of the things she said about playing second fiddle and all of that. It warrants just some more questioning and everything. I don't know, I'm trying to see if Livy says anything. Livy, how do you think it's going to get better if she just stays in hiding? And is she willing to do that for the rest of her life? I don't know, is that a way to live? Right? Well, I mean, how could it be any worse for her now? Wouldn't she just want, she can waitress at Denny's? No, she can't. No, I mean, she can, but she's going to have a stigma until she does something. If you're doing PR for her, you'd say, look, admit it. If you had nothing to do with it, admit it that you made a terrible life choice. You did a terrible thing. You have had bad luck with guys. You thought this was to get a guy with a commitment. You didn't realize what was going to happen. You never wanted him to do this. And you're going to come forward and you're going to come with a public apology and you're going to reach out and then you're going to go get a polygraph. Can I now talk to someone else? I'm not talking specifically to Livy. I'm just talking to anyone that said that. Listen, my husband cheated and I wanted to blow her head off. Okay. But Livy, she didn't kill your family, right? Whoever he cheated with. So what if something worse happened? What if your husband went nuts and did something horrible? Then wouldn't you just want to know that that woman wasn't involved and wanted just to know that she wasn't involved in it? I'm not angry, and I'm not consumed with hate at all. I don't. There's no hate there. It's just that she needs to be investigated. That's not your business. Yeah, it kind of is if someone's destroying evidence and everything, and they're out there and they can hurt another person. If they did something like this, it is all of our business. Murder isn't our business. Yeah, I'm not angry. People think I hate. It's not. I don't have any hate towards her. I think she needs to be brought in. Really, if I would tell her, I'd say, "Look, I'll talk right to her now. Watch this. You know, you can tell." And Kay, look, you're not. What are you doing? What are you doing, Nikki? Okay, what's your life going to be? It's going to be nothing. Okay. This is captured a nation. You're not going to go anywhere. You're going to be recognized no matter what you do. Okay. Somebody's going to recognize you. Somebody's going to find you. So you should just go down and say you'll answer whatever questions you have. You'll come have a press conference, and then maybe a polygraph is a good idea. Okay. Go do that because you're not going to have any peace otherwise. All right. All right. Okay. I talked to her. Okay, what's going on? She should be investigated. Yeah, and Jim, go in and answer some questions about where the heck you were and what you're doing. Anybody else I have to talk to? Jim, I got NK. I got Jim. I called Jim out. While I'm speaking to her, ask her where she got that annoying. Well, that's kind of mean, Jay. You got to be nice, a little nice. Okay. The dad? Okay. Dwayne, I think you should tell your daughter to go on in, answer some questions, come up for what she did, say it was a really bad moral choice. She's learned better. She made her mistakes. It's a horrible thing, but, you know, she's ready to take care of things. Okay. Thank you, D. Girl. All right. I think I got them all. You don't think it's right to you say, you don't think, wait, hold on. I want to see this person here. Okay. Artemis, could you please come out and talk to me here and tell me why you don't think it's right? Tell me why it's not right that we're asking someone to clear up some concerns, please. That's all we're asking. Just asking. Yes. So Artemis, I know that's it. Please tell me why it's not nice. The police cleared her. We don't know that, Artemis. We don't. I see it says investigation was continuing, and the police also asked her about her text. Why did she delete them? It could look very suspicious. Why? What's wrong with coming forward and answering some questions? What, Artemis, what's there to be scared of? You're enticing a mob mentality. No. Am I saying anybody that, you should hate her, we should go and go find her? No, I haven't said that. I said she should come forward. That's not creating a mob mentality. I don't know. I'll give them She created a mob mentality by lying. No, because I get accused of that by them, that I created a mob. I've never told anybody to go after anyone here. I've said write letters to law enforcement. That's not hurt. I didn't say go find her and beat her down. Okay. I've joked about going to have a drink, which is something nice, with Charlotte. I haven't said to anybody to go after anybody and kill them. So that's what a mob mentality is. They love getting me riled up. I've never said anything like that. I said she needs to be investigated. I've never entitled. You can ask everybody here. Did mommy ever tell you to go out and grab, that's crazy if I would say stuff like that. I agree with you if I would say stuff like that. And I've seen people on YouTube saying that. I have seen that. Threaten people really badly, and I have all these bad friends and they're going to come get. I don't do that. I've never said that. See? That would be bad. That would be bad if I said that. Go and find her. And when you find her, drag her out there and beat her to a pulp. I don't say that. But I just feel that she needs to be investigated. And I don't even say, 100% she's guilty. I said, I see some things that are troubling and she has to be investigated, I feel. I have supposed she killed the girls. I have speculated that she could be involved in this. Yes, I have speculated that. You're right. I've speculated a lot of things because we don't have answers. Yeah. You're in timeout? No, we can see you, Livy. You can talk. I can see you, Livy. Thank you, Carolyn. Justice for Shanann, CC, Bella, Nico. That is why we'll want to look into this further. And let's see what the rest of you said here. This is not hate. This is love for the victims, right? Just clear yourself. If there's nothing to worry about, just clear yourself. They will do it again. Livy, who will do it again? Who's going to do it again, Livy? What are you talking about? They will time out either opinion. They will time out other opinion. No, they won't. Just as long as you don't put profanity in there, they will not time you out. If you are, thank you, Patty. She has cleared herself. Christine says she has cleared herself in the eyes of the law. Why should she do anything else? Because people have questions. They don't. Why? What's going to happen to her, Christine? What's going to happen to her if she doesn't come forward? Okay, it's fine if Livy is a Kessinger. That's fine. It's not your business. Well, no, it is my business. It is my business, Artemis. You know why? Because innocent people lost their lives, and we are advocating for the victims, and we've come to know the victims, and that's why. So it is our business, all of our business. You're trying so hard, Jenny. Let me see, to get my 10 comments. Let me see. You're just curious. Thoughts on your theory. You won't post again. I didn't see your theory, honey. Let me see. You can post your theory again. I didn't see it. I'm not going to feed T. Harrison. I'm not going to feed. I was just going to debate with them intelligently, but it's okay. I don't know. I don't know about the DNA there. You're right. You haven't called for people. No, not at all. There should be an age limit. How would we, yeah, if we could enforce that? But surely NK co-conspirators have thrown to the wolves by now. Livy says, you will see they will block whoever asks. No, they're not going to block anyone unless they say something nasty. The original comment around 1 a.m. Oh, you mean, wait, do you mean in here? Hold on, let me see. All right, I'll look. Yeah, you're not blocked, Livy. They're not going to block you unless you use profanity or get really nasty and start attacking people. You can debate intelligently. No one's going to say anything. Okay, who am I looking for now again? Let me see. I need to get her name. Who am I looking for? I'm trying to find who I'm looking for here. It's not Rosemary, right? It's not Lynette. Who told me to look? I'm really bad with names. Trying to find who. All right, I'm just going to find. You said about 1 a.m.? I don't know. It's not Jay. Angie. Little Monster. Greenhouse. Nessa. What name am I looking for? Whoever told me to, please tell me your name. Shelley, elderly neighbor saw a car. Okay, yeah. BB? BB told me? Okay, BB. Okay, BB, I'm looking. You're in this thread here that we just did for tonight? Let me see. I'm going to go up to the top and sort it again by time because okay, let's see here. Jigsaw Puzzler says, what's up? How come I was blocked? All I said, okay, Jigsaw Puzzler, I think it was a mistake. So you're all good there. No worries. There were other people too. It was a mistake. I'm still looking for BB. Corinne Brown says, I think they didn't let Chris answer about the gifts, toys, or blankets. Right. They cut him off. Yes, I was very upset about the cutting off. I did not like that at all. They were trying to throw him off kilter in his lying, let him lie a little bit, and then tried to lie, but show, yeah. Did a camera catch Nikki? I think they knew what they were doing, and I think the investigation is not over. They know he can't be dragging Shanann to the truck without an upset Bella looking on and the basement door opening and closing. Yeah, just because we can't see what's in his neighbor's video camera does not mean the FBI cannot enhance it and see more. Yes, okay. BB, I don't know if you wrote in the right one. I can't find. Can you just give me the gist of your question? You still don't have, Amanda says, I still don't have a full understanding of the Watts security system. They only had sensors and motion detectors in the house. They didn't have cameras in the house. I also don't understand why the system didn't surveil the back. They didn't have any cameras in the back of the house. I'd like to hear more about the Frazee. There, I said Frazee. Oh my gosh, it's rubbing off on me. Frazee case. And what's the deal with the teeth I keep hearing about? Seems like nobody viewed Kelsey's house. They did view it as a crime scene. They thought they got everything right. Kelsey's mom, brother stayed there. They found more blood, Jen. And then this is from Jen Fishpaw. They found more blood. And then the teeth. That's what I just mentioned this, Jen. I don't know if you were here when I did. Before I even read your question, I mentioned the teeth. I said, couldn't they handle that like a body because of the dental records? So the nurse, we don't know if she's been on a polygraph. When the videos come out, I guess after we'll see. I don't think so, but they just said, from what I read, that they finally knew she was telling the truth. Well, because everything else before that was locked out. Okay, BB, I am not seeing anything from you, BB. I think you must have written in the wrong thread or something. Bernard says, do you think Chris is going to continue to protect NK and she's going to be looked at? Seems like she's getting to skate by. No, I think something's going to happen. I think there's too many people that are privy. There's too many people that are detectives now from home, and they're definitely looking at them. Okay, so BB, I cannot find it. Mommy, it's Jenny, not BB. Oh, Jenny. Okay, well, BB told me theirs too, but I don't see anything from BB. Okay, I'm looking for Jenny. I see Jenny. Jennifer Main? Is it Jennifer Main? Mommy, I think that she meant in the chat. Oh, is that what she meant, Christina? You're so silly, Jenny. Just put it up, Jenny. We'll wait for you. Okay, Jenny Dot. So you've retyped your comment over and over. Yeah, you're going to have to do it one more time. I can't scroll up. I can never find it. I'll wait for it down here at the bottom. You're not that Jenny. Okay, Jennifer. Why would Anna Darko people defend her? Terrible acts have nothing to do with the company. What? Cappuccino Kate. You came on. What happened? Sorry, for some reason, when I came on after viewing, let me see, some crazy K stuff, I said I blocked users here. It was not me. It said I blocked users here. It was not me. I don't know. Mommy, Jenny and Dots. I see you, Jenny. You actually started to scroll for it about an hour ago, but I will retype it again. Okay. That's what I'm waiting for down here. Mommy, very curious. Can you ask the chat who thinks? Oh, Valerie, you want to? Okay, let me answer Jenny's question, then I'll do that. Okay. Hi, Prim and Proper. Prim and Proper is already answering. Jenny. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here, Jenny. I'm waiting for Jenny. Thank you, Keely. What's your best guess as to when the murders were planned? I think it came down to that weekend after she had him all of July, that she was pissed off when he went to North Carolina. She couldn't take it. She was so infuriated that when she got back, she told him, you do it this weekend or I'm gone. That's what I think. That's my speculation. Okay. Knowing how I know Chris and he needs to be given direction. That's what I think. Okay. Based on what I heard, based on what I saw, my speculation. Somebody asked me my opinion. Wow, Mommy. Okay, 38. All right. Jenny says, around 1 a.m., I said that my theory is that CW doesn't remember it all because his warped mind makes it seem like less of a bad guy. Don't kill me here. No, I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree because he's saying he knows what he did. He's saying he knows what he did. And he supposedly found God, right? And he doesn't want to say that I wish I'd never met her because that's a bad thing to say. But then to lie, I don't know. You're looking for me. I just read your question, Jenny. I answered your question. Jenny, no, mommy, you are looking for my comment and you started to look about 40 minutes ago. Okay, but Jenny, you just gave me a question about your theory. Did you hear me? My microphone's not on mute. I can't scroll back. I will never find it. Do you understand there's over 1,000 people in here? I can't. I've tried that and I just get lost in the comments. Jennifer Main. She's playing games. Okay. All right. Let's, I don't know. Ignore her. Okay. Jennifer Main, let me go and see if I have your question because you've been waiting patiently for your question. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me. Cantor Mogli, I know you were here. Hi, Mommy Ramblings. Hope you are doing fine. I love your channel. Congratulations on getting more subs. Looking forward to tonight's chat. You have many great stories. Thank you. Southern Comfort wants to know what time we're going live. Oh, I don't know, a few hours ago. Did you make it? Okay. Let's see. Nicole Mason says, also, do you think the FBI and the CBI really missed the shadow? It's scary if they missed it and a YouTuber found it. Sounds like a huge mistake with all those resources, and I love your videos. I don't know. Do you think they missed it? Do you think they missed it, Nicole? Okay, Donna Bell, Caitlin, Alex, I don't know what Russian roulette, I don't know what's going on there. Donna Bell wants to know what time. Oh, she's telling a Russian roulette, whenever it is, right? Okay, I'm looking for Jennifer that I just had before. I can't even scroll on 100 comments, and you want me to go back through 1,000 people commenting. Kite Woman wants to know, do I know if any DNA testing was done on the bedding or the purple? No, I don't think any DNA testing was done on that. Okay, I'm trying to find. Do I think there were UTSB asked me if there were, I think it was planned, the murders? Yes, I do. My opinion. All right, let's see. Now I can't find you, Jennifer. This is crazy. I don't know where you are, Jennifer. So many suicide watch questions. He's not on suicide watch. That was in a rag of a tabloid. Did I hear the original? The original confession, they said they have an Alexa. No, the Alexa came back. It didn't record anything.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
You're not? Alexa, do you record distress?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
I thought. Alexa, if Jimmy and I have a bad fight in front of you, do you record it?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She just tells me she wasn't sure about it. And then, yeah, okay. Why does she even have to butt into the conversation? I have no idea. I'm not sure about that. Nobody asked you. Now, Jennifer, this is crazy. I can't find your question, but I find Marilyn's question. Let me see. Ask this. Can you check into CW's status regarding suicide watch? We already did that. You only found 2 sources, Radar Online. Yeah, Marilyn, it's a no-go. A YouTuber did a 3.5-hour live chat last night. Oh, my goodness. Okay. This must have been getting a lot of clickbaiters in there, right? I don't know who that. Okay. No suicide watch, Radar Online. Okay. Let's see here. Songbird Kate says, putting aside all that BS that CW served Decoder Lee and Baumhover, I think it's pronounced Baumover. Okay. What do you think their real motive was for visiting Oh, I really do think they wanted to profile him. They wanted to get more information about what's being sent to them. I think they are going to prosecute Trent. Is it Trent? Is his name Trent? So why does that sound funny to me? And Amanda, and I think that they wanted to dig around. But did you hear they were going to say they do have a name for him? Oh, he's not a monster. He's a Chris Watts. Did you hear about their profiling? He's going to go down as a Chris Watts. So that's what, that's another thing. Oh, and so I guess, he's not a monster. He's a Chris Watts, because I guess Chris Watts is not considered, he's just considered a nice guy then. I don't know. For the 101st time, nobody's on suicide watch. And somebody will ask again tomorrow. It's like that. What was the one question we kept getting all the time? Oh, is NK in the witness protection program? It's going to go like that one for a long time. A long, long time. It's me, Jenny on the dots. No, it's not. I answered you, Jenny on the dots. Okay, Casbot, they were saying a monster, right, to soften him up, right? But his suicide, what is happening? Watch is all over the internet. No, it's not, Maggie. No, it's not. You're looking at Radar Online and Daily Mail. That's where you're going to find it, or YouTube channels. It's not real. My sanity. You're right, KJ is on suicide watch. Witness protection and suicide. We should just have a disclaimer when you come in. It'd be like, how that other group has about the oil tanks. Do not mention the oil tanks. It'll be like, do not mention the witness protection program and do not mention suicide watch. And or you will be muted immediately. That would save us a lot of problems. Hello, mommy. Me and my hubby are watching you. Okay, hi. Jules Marie, so annoying, right? We need to have those things. How many times? Okay, yes, K Jim. Have fun, K Jim. You must have. I can tell you probably haven't had any. Because this is what you're doing on a Thursday night. Okay, say good night, Jenny and Tots. And I love these people. Like, you missed my comment. I made it an hour ago. Can you just scroll back in all the comments and get it? Because you didn't have anything better to do. Oh, boy. When the detectives asked CW what made him confess, what could make him, he said, if you had my girls on camera, that they should have lied and said they had NK on camera with him. Or the pregnancy, right? Yeah. The pregnancy, what else? Is Jim a real guy? Is her father wealthy? We should have, you just have to take the test when you come in, all this stuff that, oh my gosh. Right. Her father did it. Her father bought her out of it. He's so wealthy. I don't think certain people realize that there is one of you and over 1,000 of us. Jennifer, yeah, maybe, or they're just, I don't know. I'm not sure it's true, but I read on another blog, this should be a good one, that 2 or 3 of the investigators were back the next day to clarify something. No, that's not true. They were back after lunch. She already talked about the crime of passion defense, right? 4 hours ago, I made a comment. Yeah, okay. Have fun, Jenny and the dots. Oh my gosh. Boxes, Jenny's defense. Oh, I think Jenny's just trolling us. What's going on? Who has breathlessness? Somebody in here is sick? Who has breathlessness? Jules Marie. So she asked the same exact question. Yeah, and it was her theory. It was her theory. I don't know. Victoria Jones, very well said. What did Victoria? Crystal Dawn says Nancy get. Okay. Crystal Dawn, I have to tell you, somebody did this last night. They go, but People Magazine reported the suicide watch. And you know what? I went out and I looked up People Magazine and they reported a suicide watch in November. And people just put it into Google, didn't look at the date. So if you're seeing something on Nancy Grace, I guarantee you're seeing something come up from way before. Okay? You have to look at dates. When you Google, dates are important. Okay? That's the other thing when you're Googling. The date is accurate. Okay. I can get, should I waste my time? I can guarantee you it's not. The date is accurate. Okay. So what does it say? Did she just mention that did she do something like this? Like maybe I would do? Okay. It's being reported that he's supposedly on suicide watch, but it's on Radar Online. Okay. Was it something like that? Did she just mention it in passing because people are asking her, maybe like you're asking here? I haven't heard much about the Frazee case. Mom's pleaded the fifth. That's all that's new. No, that's not true. It's true that she did that, but that's not true. That's all that's new. That's old news. Yeah, the only one's okay. Did he stick his head in the toilet? Let me clear this up. He's not going to commit suicide, so don't worry about it. Even if he's on a watch, he's not committing suicide. Don't worry about it. Okay? They were telling him to kill himself when he was in jail in Colorado. Oh, thanks, the top door. Okay? He's not going to kill himself. So if you're worried about that, really, that's one thing you can cross right off the list. He's not killing himself. He's not killing himself. Can Mom, it doesn't automatically mean it's false, but there's probably a 99.9% chance it is. And if it's on there and it just doesn't list a source other than someone close to the case and it's not anywhere else. Yeah, he's not going to kill himself though, Can Mom. Don't worry about it. He's not going to do it. Oh, thanks, Carol. I just Radar was, yeah, Wall Street Journal has it. I think it's on, what's his name? Who am I looking for? Vanderbilt's son, Anderson Cooper. I think Anderson Cooper just announced it. I think I just heard it. Anderson Cooper. And I think it's on Inside Edition. I think I just heard it there too. Mm-hmm. Fox News. Jimmy, that was Fox News? Suicide watch? Fox News. I'm joking, Lila. Oh, somebody's going to think I'm serious, and they're going to say that I said it was on Fox News, Anderson Cooper, and who's the other Inside Edition that he's on. He's not on suicide watch. I'm a very bitter person. Why? Because I don't want to answer the question about suicide watch. Boy, the trolls are really feeding tonight. Okay, Crystal Dawn, but then if it was today, it would be out there. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not. It's a rumor. And Crystal Dawn, really, if he was, how would it impact your life? He's not going to commit suicide. He's not. Believe me, he's not. It wasn't Nancy Grace herself. It was someone appearing as Nancy Grace. So, I don't worry about it. It's not, what impact is it going to have, even if he was? Let's just say he was. What impact is it going to have? None. He's depressed? Okay. Well, then he's got therapists there and he can get medication. He can get medical attention. Why don't you worry more about homeless people who are sick and they can't get anywhere because they don't have any insurance? I think your thoughts and prayers would be really good there because they have no way to get help. You know, if he's on suicide watch, he's got a psychiatric staff there to take care of him. You know what I mean? He's not going to commit suicide either. All right. Yeah, Jimmy said, I have to move on. Suicide watch is old news. But, oh, no problem. You're agreeing with me? Okay. Yeah, he's okay. How about those supporters of CW and CO? Stay away. Who's CO? Who is CO? Hi, Mommy. I've been talking for several hours of something. Maybe she is overtired. Oh, maybe I'm overtired. I'm okay. I'll answer a couple more questions and then I'm going to go to bed because I have to go for blood work in the morning. Why is Mommy always asking questions? She always seems like she's confused. Yes, I do. I belong in a home. Yes, I am in a home. Thank you. Thank you, artist. I like my home. He's a coward. He can murder his family. Mommy, have you watched? She knows her stuff? Okay. Oh, if NK was seen at the gas and grass. My ear? I haven't been sticking anything in my ear, but it's still, I'm going to go ask at the doctor tomorrow. I'm just looking at half the ones going through here are all trolling. Hi, Mommy. I put a couple of thoughts on your precious video. Hope you can read it later. Okay. It's hard with these trolls. I know. It's very hard. Good night, Clue Girl. I'm going to be right in after you. Off after you. I was trying to get one good question to get these trolls out of here. Good night, Jennifer. Good night, John Boy. Night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Zoe. Good night, Blair Witch Project. Blair Bush Project. What do I think about that he wouldn't find love again? I don't know. I'm not, I don't know. I'm not really concerned. I guess I didn't give it much thought. I don't know. I think he was throwing shade, I said, at Stephen Avery. I think he did. We need a guest cameo on Mommy Ramblings, yeah? Okay. Who's that? Who needs a guest cameo? I need a guest. He needs a guest cameo here. Thank you very much, Aletha. Please, oh yes, please pray for New Zealand. Yes, please pray for New Zealand. Thank you. Thank you. It's just blood work for my yearly physical, but it's the blood work where I can't eat anything. And now I just got to go to bed now and just go to sleep. I know the children are very bad tonight here. Stephen Avery has another appeal. Yeah, I know. I heard that. All right, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow sometime. Have fun and stay away from the trolls and don't carry troll food around. Thank you. This is for Jimmy because he sang Layla. Okay, thank you, Jenny John. Okay. Good night. Thank you, guys. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Let me end the stream.